hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's included the ice wall, but we got a special show for you all today, and that show is brought to you by Cowboys Experience. Come on, baby.
And it's also brought to you by Over Under.
Come on with it.
They're open Monday through Friday nights and all day Saturday and Sunday.
Come on.
Located at the Village. We have 47 TVs, rooftop lounge, pool, shuffleboard, darts, and other games. 30 draft beers, shots, cocktails, pictures, buckets, hours. Go for the pizza. Let's go. Here we go.
Ain't no party like the Cowboy party. Hey. What about Ray? Attack, and Jazzy. Party. Come on, Jazz Monet.
Again, shout out to Over Under.
Get your drinks.
Come on with it.
Get your popcorn ready.
Get
your popcorn
Shout out to
ready,
Galaxy
man.
Theaters.
Y'all got the popcorn ready, all right?
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
Get your popcorn ready.
Hey, let's take care of some
popcorn
business
ready.
real quick before we get this started. We got to take care of some business up in here.
Okay.
First off, we call this collective, we're the family.
Okay.
The family is in the building right now. We're talking about the team we love called the Cowboys. But before we do that, we got to take care of some news, take care of some responsibilities.
No doubt.
We got to pay some bills. Y'all like paying y'all bills, right?
Absolutely.
Come on, y'all like getting that paper.
Gotta keep them lights on.
Gotta keep the lights on.
Gotta
So
keep the
shout
lights
out to Over Under Bar here at the Village.
Come on with it.
Gracefully, thank y'all so much for letting us have this live Cowboys experience inside this great facility, great bar. Man, they got amazing drinks, food. The vibes are immaculate.
Immaculate,
man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about some things they got coming up here at Over Under and the Village. We got Tyson versus Jake Paul.
Tyson versus Jake Paul. Come on with it.
Come on with
November 15th. Next day after that, we got Jones and Stepic fighting here.
Yeah.
They got it showing it here for the UFC. They showing it here in the building.
Yeah. Okay.
What else we got? SMU watch parties events for the next 3 Saturdays. So if you like SMU, you see them climbing up the rankings and standings. You're watching that here at the Over Under Bar at the Village. Okay.
Yeah.
What else? We got a Drinksgiving.
Drinksgiving.
You heard of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But now we got Drinksgiving,
baby.
with Over Under Bar.
11:27 we got to hear, all right?
Yeah.
Hey, they got trivia every Tuesday, all right?
Right.
Karaoke every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
You try to get your You can hear the Over Under for that, all right?
Come on with it. Yeah.
What else we got?
Yeah.
All you can eat pizza every Thursday. You like pizza? You're an eater?
Right.
Thursday.
Man, if you like food and drinks and a good time, Over Under is the place to go.
It's here. Yeah.
Mavericks, Cowboys, Rangers, Stars,
it
watch
don't matter.
parties,
Sports.
year-round SMU watch parties. We're going to do it live here at Over Under, okay?
Right down
Man, my boy Ray done hit the whole sheet. He didn't say none. He didn't say none for later. That joker Ray is all through it.
He said, forget a 30-second integration. Forget a 60-second integration. Just do the whole thing.
Let's do the whole clip,
Well,
man.
if you two got a business and you want your business shouted out like that, holla at your boy.
Let's go, man.
We can make it happen.
Law Nation.
Holla for it.
Let's go, man.
And special shout out to Law Nation Sports, man, for making all of this possible. This man is one of the hardest workers in the business, man, delivering top-notch content. One of the godfathers of the Cowboys Nation. We about to give y'all a hell of a show today.
Real talk, let's be for real. I gotta take the glasses off for this, all right?
All right, take the glasses off.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. I gotta shout out my boy Law. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest men that I know. He's doing it big, and it's
that's not hyperbole either. Seriously,
you gotta put it to the mic though.
That's not just saying. That's not just saying. That's not just saying.
I ain't just saying no words that just come out of my mind.
For real,
we saying 100. I want to give you your flowers. You know,
100%,
appreciate it,
bro.
man. Appreciate it.
You deserve
flowers,
it, bro.
man.
We gotta take a second. I know you trying to get the business, bro. We gotta take a second. You deserve this, bro.
I know life is hard.
Yeah.
And life can hit you from all different angles. Different arrows can be shot at you. But just know you got people behind you that really love you and rock with you.
Appreciate it.
I'm one of those people.
Footprints in the sand,
I know
baby.
this dude.
Footprints in the sand.
Footprints on the sand.
When you can't walk, we'll help you carry.
Yeah,
None
my
of us
God.
can walk. We know who gonna carry.
Yes,
Period.
indeed.
Yes, but we here for you. We are, like I said, it's the family here. We
Man.
family. And you know, I love you. We
And
all
now
love
let's get
you
to our
here.
dysfunctional family.
Let's go.
Dallas
Cowboys.
Now the shades
Yeah.
go. Now the shades that go.
Oh my goodness!
Come on with it. So with that being said, the Cowboys are 3-5. The hated Philadelphia Eagles, who we can't stand, is 6-2.
We got some dirty birds in
We
here
got some
too.
birds up in
We
here,
got some
man.
dirty birds
Yeah,
under,
but we're
man.
going to be singing, Cry, Eagles, cry, to the land of misery. Cry, Eagles, cry, to the land of 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low. That going triple platinum. Y'all
Yes,
better watch
sir.
out. Y'all better watch
Yes,
out. That
sir.
going triple platinum.
let's
over
talk
there,
about
man.
I don't
this.
think they like that version. They don't look pleased.
Before we get to the Eagles,
Come on with it.
we got to talk about this week
This week.
for the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
We know it's a trade deadline. Everyone know what the Cowboys did or lack of what they didn't do.
Come on with it.
Okay? We got Jonathan Mingo.
Mingo and them. Yeah.
We traded.
That man is huge.
That what she said.
Pause.
Hey, pause, bro. If necessary.
I mean, I did say that, but
That's how all Mississippi boys do. You know what I'm saying? We just like that. But keep going.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Keep going.
Ignore our pause. Go ahead.
For another year in a row,
Oh.
we traded a 4th-round pick. We traded another 4th-round pick
No doubt.
for a player. You know, there's a lot of stuff in the media. Like, oh, you traded a 4th-round pick. You can get him.
Yeah.
Hated it.
If the guy turns out to be something good, we're not gonna be worried about a 4th-round pick.
Yeah.
That's if. But if witches and bitches and all that stuff,
Yeah.
we don't know. But based off today, based off his current body of work,
Right.
it was not worth the 4th-round pick.
Okay.
Based off today. That's today's price. In the words of Fat Joe, yesterday's price.
It's not today's price. Yeah.
Okay.
So his price may rise later down the
Yeah.
road.
Right.
But
Come
right
on with
now, the price for the trade, it didn't match up.
Come on with it.
I'm not hating.
I'm
not
gonna tell you
hating.
what my biggest issue
What
is.
is your biggest issue, man?
My biggest issue with it is what Jerry said on the radio shortly after the trade, and that was the fact that they had their eye on Jonathan Mingo for so long. They were disappointed when they came away from the 2023 draft without Jonathan Mingo, and now they're saying that he's a move that they're making not only for this season but for the future. That leaves me some concern because I feel like Jerry is positioning himself to have the excuse
Right.
for why he did not draft a receiver in this upcoming draft.
No.
Well,
Hey, you're-
let's break this down. Because at the end of the day, I have to put this out there. Size do matter. And when you have a guy, that's 6'2", 225 pounds, and runs a 4.40, and we've seen guys like Cavante Turpin who in the last 2 weeks, he's my dog.
I love
He's my
Cavante,
dog.
but he
Exactly.
should not be
Yeah.
one
I
of
know
your top
exactly- I
receivers.
know
Yeah,
exactly
he can't
what
be
you
your
mean.
pre-
He
Well,
cannot be one of your top receivers.
I feel what you're
Cavante's
saying.
a dog, bro.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying, and let me just say this.
Break it down.
This is not about Jonathan Mingo because I feel like he's been catching a lot of strays this week.
Come on
for
with
a
it.
decision that he did not ask for. He's
Yes.
a hardworking
Yes.
athlete
Yes.
that I'm
Yes.
sure has a lot of potential. This is about Jerry Jones. You're right, size does matter, and his size could absolutely be an asset.
That what she
However,
said?
for something like this, is this something that really had to happen right now?
Right.
Like, is this something that couldn't wait until the draft? And I understand they had their eyes on him for a long time, despite the fact that Mike McCarthy, for some reason, could not actually give a concrete reason as to why they wanted him, but that's neither here nor there at this point. It had me scratching my head, but I feel like there was no emergency to get this particular player right now. That's the thing. Was it worth a 4th-round pick?
Right.
It's not just who he is. Like y'all are right. He
Can
might
I
show
pause
up.
you for a second?
Huh?
Can I pause you for 1 second?
Let me just finish that last thought.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He might show up and end up being a great Dallas Cowboy, but it's the compensation that a lot of people
think
had
that's
an
what
issue
everybody's
with.
upset with.
I think
Seriously.
had
Yeah.
it been like, oh, they gave a 6th-round pick for this guy and he has potential. Okay, but it's the fact that they gave away a 4th-round pick.
It's looking at what
Right.
everyone else gave up.
And looking
what
at
we
the
gave.
way this team is trending, it could have been a pick that's high in the 4th round that they could have either gotten a quality player
Seriously.
for or flipped for more picks. And so people are like, why would you do that for someone who isn't even expected to contribute right now, who's expected to maybe be a replacement for the position of Brandon Cooks because he's going to be a free agent? Go ahead.
I'm going to take y'all on a history lesson here real quick.
Wait a minute.
And walk with me here, okay?
Walk with me, Lord. Walk with me.
Let us run it back here.
Okay.
Come on.
What did Jerry Jones say about having to do more with less? Okay?
Okay.
We're going to start with that, okay?
Okay.
Also, too, we know this is a team that doesn't spend money on outside free agents.
Right.
Okay? Correct.
Draft and develop team.
Right.
Draft and develop.
Yeah.
Okay? This is why, in my personal opinion, why the Cowboys should try to win more the rest of the season, all right? Your philosophy is draft guys, develop them, re-sign your guys.
Right.
WLOG.
We like our guys. Yeah.
Okay. If you like your guys, you want to get the best guys in here.
Right.
So the higher you draft,
Okay.
the better chance of getting greater talent in here.
Okay.
For lesser contracts it would take to sign them if they were outside free agents. You're always going to draft these guys and sign them for cheaper if you got them if they were on the street.
Okay.
So you're trying to
Bring it
draft
home.
the most available guys. You get how many draft picks you have with comp picks and
Well,
everything?
we have about 10 draft picks next year.
About 10
Yeah,
draft
about
picks.
10.
All them comp picks.
Yeah.
You need to get about 10 guys that will.
As long as they draft a receiver still in the top 2 round, I don't care. Honestly,
Exactly.
this Jonathan Mingo move is so nominal that it's not really damaging anything unless they use that move as a reason for why they're not loading up.
But
on the offensive
also,
side of the
I
ball.
want to give. Here's the thing: I want to give Jonathan Mingo a little slack on.
Break it up.
Who was his quarterback?
I mean, we don't know. Bryce
Exactly.
Young and
Who was
Andy
the team?
Dalton.
What was,
Andy
the,
Dalton.
what was
Yeah.
the team around him?
Yeah.
It wasn't shit.
it
Let's
was
be honest.
nothing. Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Yeah. I mean,
He
it
didn't
is
have-
what it is.
He,
Yeah.
he didn't have a lot around
I mean, he's
him.
gotten slack for that.
Yeah,
exactly.
true that,
But
true that.
here's the thing now. You're coming into, I think, well, when Dak is healthy, when he's able to play all-pro quarterback.
I think that's the type
Either
of
way,
receiver
that's still
that
not a
is.
2024 move.
Oh, it's definitely not 2024.
It's not
a 2024 move.
And it's not a 4th-round pick.
It's
But
not at all.
I'm saying,
Right.
Especially when you're looking at what everybody else gave up for their compensation.
What y'all are saying
go
about
ahead.
Jonathan Mingo, I don't think
But let
anybody
me,
is questioning
let
that.
me get there.
Yeah.
Can I get you there? Let me move there. Get you there.
Well,
Okay.
speed it up, Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So-
Speed it up.
Bring
What
it
they-
home.
What they
Bring
said
it home.
Brother Migo.
Acuna.
Okay, this team is always worried about the cap. Okay,
Get your damn act together.
God damn it, right? What would Jonathan Mingo cost you on the free agent market? He still would have been a nice penny on the free agent market.
No, come on, Ray.
$3 million, man.
No,
Would have been about
his
$3 million.
value is
That's not a
trending down.
nice penny. That's
No.
not a nice penny.
Would have been about $3 million on
That's not a nice
the
penny,
open
though.
market.
His
Man,
value
That's
is
not a
trending-
nice penny.
How much is
hold
a
on.
fourth-round pick cost?
If
in
what,
the
no,
NFL
like
draft?
if we're being real, had they waited, they might have been able to get somebody better than Migo with that 4th-round pick.
They probably could
I
have.
agree with that.
They probably could have, but they
Yeah.
didn't
While
wait.
I think he does have the
Unfortunately.
potential to show up and be a great athlete, there's no evidence that he
Yeah.
ever will
Yeah.
be worth a
Yeah.
4th-round
This is
pick.
what I don't
right
want
now
us to
it's
get caught up
hope.
on.
Hey, go ahead, because I'm gonna
Yeah,
my
go ahead,
point.
Law.
No,
This is what
go
I
ahead,
want us
go
to
ahead.
get caught doing, man. We gotta stop as a Cowboys fan base, as a Cowboys community. We gotta stop thinking that just because we get a player and bring him to Dallas, we're gonna get the best version of that player.
True, because that doesn't happen.
Like we have to look at
doesn't
this
happen all
move
the
for
time.
what it is.
Yeah.
Is a marginal move at a time in the season where, to be quite honest, this team is on the brink of just throwing the season away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Jonathan Mingo, he shouldn't be getting the flack. I think the flack is coming from
Exactly.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
how
he
he's
don't need to
operating,
even
bro.
talk about
It's not
Jonathan
about
Mingo.
Jonathan
Right.
Mingo, bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't want him to come to Dallas and be like, dang, everybody hate me for the. That's
Right.
not the point, bro.
And he didn't get a warm embrace, by the way.
He did not.
he didn't
bro.
deserve it.
He did not. He didn't
Jonathan
deserve it.
Mingo, you are a Dallas Cowboy, so
And we
you
support
get love
you,
from
bro.
me.
We support
This is
you.
not about
Period.
you.
And when I
We
holler
support you.
at Jalen Tolbert later, I'm gonna ask him his thoughts about Jonathan Mingo. Hopefully, we can catch that on camera
Well,
so y'all can see that as well.
Well, this is the continuity that I want to put
CD
in.
pointed him.
Yeah. So shout out to CD Lamb and as well as Jalen Tolbert. During the offseason, they all have the same off-season workout warrior as my guy Dowman. His name is Dowman. You know, he is phenomenal on training these guys and getting these guys together. And on top of that, with Jonathan Mingo, Devontae Diamond is his full name, by the way. But with Jonathan Mingo, another thing is his mentor is A.J. Brown.
Okay.
And my guy DK Metcalf. So those are good
And he
mentors
got the body
for him.
type.
He had the body
He has the
type.
body type.
And excuse me, they all went to the same school, I believe. So yeah, that's a good thing. So here's my thoughts. when Jerry Jones evaluating players, he don't look at the outside world.
He doesn't.
He look at his own point of view. He don't care about what other teams are doing.
I agree with
So
that.
that's why Jerry Jones said, I can send a 4th round pick for a guy that I had value at a 2nd round. That's value for me, right? At cheap money. So that's how he looks at it.
But the problem is Jerry Jones operates in a vacuum.
He does.
Because he looks at that value and he says, we had a 3rd round grade on this guy, or 2nd round, whatever it was.
It was a second.
We had a 2nd or 3rd round grade.
They had a 2nd grade on him?
Okay, we had a 2nd round grade on this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a 4th round pick, and I'm actually making my money back. But Jerry,
Jerry mind.
you gotta look at how everybody else in the league is, how your peers are operating, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone else is
or
giving
even
up.
That's the problem.
look at what
That's
your
the problem.
team
He doesn't
needs.
look at his
Come
peers.
on.
Yeah.
Like, was that really if of all the moves that you had to make before the trade deadline, was that the one that had to happen before the trade deadline?
Absolutely
I understand
not.
there are a lot of
Absolutely
team
not.
needs.
There's a lot of moves that could have been made.
I mean, a lot of people were expecting them to be sellers
And
before
they should
the
have
trade.
been.
First of all,
They probably should have been, bro.
and then out of all the things that you could have considered an emergency that you had to take care of before the trade deadline,
No doubt.
that wasn't one of them. A lot of people wanted the Cowboys to eventually get another receiver, but people were looking at like the draft, not like, this is a trade that needs to happen in the 2024 season.
And to the point
and
of
everything that we're expecting him to benefit from is
have
not
an
going to be
early
available right now.
Breaking news. I'm going to give y'all my early free agent prediction.
Hold on, I got you right here. Then since you doing breaking news,
I got breaking news. In my opinion, there we go.
Breaking news is not a prediction.
In my opinion, I may be wrong, but I think the next receiver that's going to be on the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to get Stephon Diggs.
Oh man,
That Blue Star Special. That Blue Star Special.
come on with it, man.
Yeah, get that Blue Star Special.
You're stealing my time.
No. They're going to get that Blue Star Special injured player bouncing back from an injury. His brother is here.
Man.
It makes too much sense for the
It's
Cowboys.
not like he's an injured player who didn't have a lot of good film before he got injured. I don't see the Texans just letting him go like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not them letting him go. It's his choice. He's a free agent.
Man,
But I feel like they're
Long
going to
you
fight
gotta
for
get
him,
into
and
it.
he's already got chemistry with that
I
quarterback.
thought he was going
I'm
to say.
just saying, his brother here.
I thought you were going to say basically that we ain't going to win a lot of games and we be in the
we ain't gonna get
sweepstakes
shit.
for Travis Hunter.
Can we talk
makes
about
sense.
It's hard for me to believe that Stephon Diggs would want to become a Dallas Cowboy.
Yeah, because his
Considering
brother's
what
here.
he's-
Why would you not want to play with your brother in
Because
Dallas?
he knows what his brother has been
And I know,
through.
I know Stephon Diggs off the field. Dallas has a lot what he likes to offer off the field. So yes, I could see him coming to Dallas based off of a couple of those things.
So what Law was saying about Travis
I think
Hunter.
living in Dallas
for
is
real.
different than
For
being
real.
a Dallas Cowboy.
So what Law was saying about Travis Hunter, man.
Travis Hunter,
Law,
Possibility.
I am terrified of that.
Why?
He's going to
Because
top
we
five.
don't
though.
need a podcast and media network on the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey.
We already got one.
And
We already got one.
And look,
We already got one of them.
Travis Hunter is a dude. I am not disrespecting his skill level or nothing, but there are some legitimate, real concerns with Travis Hunter. I don't think that he's the right fit for Dallas specifically.
2 birds with 1 stone.
You say
TV
that.
help, and a quarterback.
Right,
And
okay.
wide receiver help.
But what coach is actually going to allow him to do that? Our current coaching staff lacks the creativity to even run motion at the snap.
Hey, real quick,
you actually think they're going to manage a receiver?
Real quick. So if you're a front
No, let me finish my thought.
Let
me finish my
One
thought.
second. I gotta ask this question real quick before I lose it. If you're front office of an organization, you know, we've seen all these guys got the podcast.
I will probably answer your question if you let me finish my thought.
Okay, look at this. I'm gonna lose it.
Well, on media, baby, here
So,
in Dallas.
If
Come on
you're in the
with
front office organizations, you know, got all this media, all these people doing podcasts, will you put it language in a contract? You can't do a podcast during the season.
Man, let me
If you're in
finish my
front
thought.
Go ahead, finish your thought. Let him
Why would
clear his
anyone
throat.
do that?
Why would
Yeah,
would you put that? I would put that in a
Come on with
contract.
it.
Look, man.
with some of these players, bro.
Yes, because telling athletes that they have to cut off a source of their income and the value of their name, image, and likeness is such a great way to get players to want to come to Dallas.
And they want to get the bag.
Huh?
If you're getting a big bag worth enough, nigga, shit, fuck this podcast.
First of all, no rookie is getting a bag big enough to justify that.
But you know what you can do? You can put in a non-compete clause in the contract. You can work it. You can work the magic.
You can work it.
Contract is nothing but language.
What do you mean by non-compete?
Yes, indeed.
I'm trying to say, like, hey, during the season, we don't want you talking about X, Y, and Z on your podcast. You're going to have a podcast, do whatever you want.
Well, there's already things that they don't talk about on their podcast.
Yeah. If you can put the non-complete clause in there and say, hey, you can do your podcast.
Don't get me started with the podcast.
You can do your podcast, but it have to be under the confines of my facility.
Exactly.
Or under
exactly.
Real talk.
Because you are. You can work the contract in those languages.
I don't think that would work out well for the Cowboys either.
Why wouldn't that? Because Fox Sports does it.
Yeah, Fox Sports does it as well as.
Fox Sports is a media network.
It's a media network, but see the players.
So the Cowboys don't have a media network.
The players got.
They do, but it doesn't have the value of Bleacher Report.
Yeah, the players got the exclusive contract that's under that they can't have any other liquor sponsored outside of Miller Lite.
No.
A player can't
That's
say.
a different level of value. And that's a different relationship with
You
the
can control
team.
the narrative in contracts. You have the right to control the narrative in a contract.
They fall under that same
Whatever
umbrella.
you
Yes,
decide
you
you want to
do,
do.
but it still has to
Once
make
the players sign
sense.
to the NFL, they're under the same.
If you want a bag from the team that you're playing for, you do whatever it takes to get the bag you want to get. You want your team to
Not if you can get that same bag somewhere else with less
But if that's the
restrictions.
team you want to play for,
But if you draft it, you have no choice.
You have no
right?
choice.
You draft it,
Exactly.
You have no choice,
If
right?
you put that in the contract, in the language, okay, once you
Not
get drafted,
necessarily.
All right, hold on, everybody
Yes.
pause.
Unless you
Everybody
play
pause.
Eli.
Everybody pause for a second. Let's get back on track.
I think what y'all are saying
Back to
is
what we was
bananas.
talking about. Let's get back to what we was talking about.
Go Cowboys!
Not to mention
Travis
the fact
Hunter.
that all the things that are going on with the Cowboys, like podcasts, are the least of their fucking
Okay,
worries.
wait.
Facts.
Can we get back to the topic? Travis Hunter. That's where we were at.
Oh, we're back to Travis Hunter.
Is that where we're at? I forgot where we're at.
Calm down. I'm about to Molly Querum in this month. I'm about to be Molly Querum because we need a moderator.
Jack Attack be the moderator.
Law Nation
Jack
Sports
Attack
family.
be the
Come on,
moderator.
we need a moderator.
The family. It's the
Look, man.
family.
All
That's what
right.
we do in the
Come
family.
on.
We the family.
All right, hush, Unc.
Go
Hush,
ahead.
Unc.
Come on.
All right.
I can mute everybody and keep you going. Come on. All right, go.
All right, Travis Hunter. The one thing that concerns me about Travis is really two things. For one, I don't know if having a guy add to that 53 brands mentality is what the Cowboys need to really turn around the culture of the team.
bro. You're right with that.
Number two, Travis Hunter has had health issues in college.
You're correct.
Yeah.
What's the one thing that's completely derailed this season right now?
Health.
Health.
Yep.
Completely. So bringing in a guy
And a
that
shitty offensive line.
that could add to the circus, that could add to, even though he's doing his podcast in a more kind of put together, a little bit more measured way, a little bit more casual than Micah. It's not as about like kind of the same topics Micah covered. But you're adding a guy that could potentially add more fuel to that media circus, and a guy that has injury concerns. He's gotten injured both years so far in college.
Yes, because of hard hits, and he's actually recovered faster than expected.
And you don't think that he's going to suffer hard hits in the NFL?
I mean, everybody does. He's recovered faster than expected. So I don't.
So are you
are
you spending a top 7, top 10 pick on a guy that could potentially end up missing time and not even serve? And if you're drafting for both sides of the ball, that's double whammy.
I don't know if it'll be top 7 or top 10, but I don't think injury should be the biggest concern about him. And I also don't think our coaching staff has the level of creativity necessary to even manage him on both sides of the ball. So I don't see him being a Dallas Cowboy.
He don't need to be a Dallas Cowboy.
Also, the brands issue has been part of the Cowboys culture since before now.
So why exacerbate it? So why continue to exacerbate it? If you see it's something that's
I'm not saying exacerbate it. I'm saying it's something that's been there for decades.
Right.
So why are we acting like it's an issue now?
So at some point,
let's take a moment.
Band-aid on a wound that's leaking.
Let's take a moment and pause real quick.
But if you're going to tend to wounds, tend to the most serious
Let's take a moment and pause.
And that's not brands or podcasts.
So I got a question for you right now. I want everyone to answer this question, okay? Because right now, if the draft started today, what are we picking? Like number 11, I believe right now the Cowboys
they're
pick.
They're harder than that.
I thought it was number 11. Okay.
They're harder than that.
Yeah.
So right now, I want everyone, depending on what's the draft, we're a top 10 pick. Let's just say the Cowboys are a top 10 pick right now.
Well, we doing bad. We talking draft already.
No, seriously.
we doing bad.
We are doing bad. Yeah.
We only
So we're top 10 right now, projected, assumingly. All right. I want everyone here to pick a prospect they would want the Cowboys to pick.
No,
if the season was over,
it's too early. I can't
if
do
the
it.
season was over today,
Yeah.
I can't do it too early.
How about that? How about a position group?
I refuse to do
How
draft
about
talk.
how
this
about a
early
position
season.
group?
I also refuse. I've done no
refuse
draft
to do
study.
draft talk.
So
Well,
y'all,
okay,
y'all have
cool.
fun
Y'all
with that.
bow
I have
out.
not done enough draft
Leave me
study
alone.
to sit here and be.
Okay, top 10 right now. If I had to pick a position group right now, if the season was over with for us to draft, I'm about to say interior defensive lineman.
Yeah, I'm always defense, man. Drafting defense.
Interior
is my-
defensive lineman.
I know I'm
think
over that.
Yeah,
I know I'm over that.
Hey, I was,
We need weapons.
I was banging on the table not to draft Mozzie, by
We
the way.
need
But,
weapons.
but neither here nor there. We got let's get some Eagles in, and then we'll flip it back.
Yeah, here we
Flip it
go.
back.
Yeah, let's get to some current stuff.
So we are facing against the number 10 ranked offense in the National Football League, and also we're facing against the number 3 ranked. No, I got it backwards. 10 ranked defense in the league and the number 3 ranked offense in the league. So
Is Jalen playing? I heard he was banged up.
I think that they're going to still wrap it up and put him
He
out
gonna-
there.
he gonna play.
I think that they
He
kind of
playing.
being coy with that. It's the person that we have to worry about. His name is Saquon Barkley. He is averaging 5.9 yards per run. He's averaging 115 yards a game. He got 8 touchdowns for the season, by the way. How do you stop Saquon Barkley? We're going to let the lady go first.
Let's go.
Oh, before she starts, remember?
Man, you ain't no lady.
God,
Hold
no.
on.
Remember,
Go, Jazz Monet,
remember
stop.
what we said in the offseason? The perfect.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Let Jazz Monet
Let her go, man. We don't want to hear what you got to
We're
say
not
right
listening
now,
right now,
man.
man.
Let
Okay.
the lady
Let
go.
Jazz Monet
I'ma shut up. I'm going to shut up.
Let's go.
I'm going to shut up. I'm going to sit here and shut the fuck up.
I'm going to say let the bitches love sport go
Let the
first.
bitch, hey, bitch, go first, bitch.
Oh, man, come on now.
Well,
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
here's
on,
the thing
man.
about Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
He is averaging over 5 yards a carry, but that's not happening on every single carry.
Okay, well.
So the thing is, a lot of his carries are actually for like no yards, 2 yards, negative yards. What's happening is, as the game goes on, he does what me and Dak Attack were talking about before the game that we would wish the Cowboys would do is commit to the run, and eventually
Yes.
the defense starts getting worn down.
They get worn
Yes.
down.
And so I
gonna break them
think what the Cowboys are going to need to do is they're going to really need to capitalize on those early possessions with the Eagles when he tends to not have those longer runs. And so it's really going to be up to the offense to make sure that they score and to make sure that it's not staying even before Saquon Barkley gets going.
Yeah.
Another issue with Saquon Barkley is the fact that they've started to use him in the passing game.
Right.
So we have an issue there where they've started to use him as a runner, and he's also a passing threat, right? So it almost might be to their benefit to be like, kind of like how some teams have approached the Falcons,
Right.
and just say, or not even just the Falcons. I think people have been doing this to the Ravens, although it hasn't been as successful. But say, hey, we are going to let your biggest threat kind of do what they do.
Yeah.
We're going to work on mitigating everything
Man,
else
the Cowboys
around.
can't do that. Cowboys can't do it because if
you-
they let the biggest threat do what they do, Saquon's gonna have 400 yards rushing, bro.
You're not wrong,
Backwards hurdle.
but you're not
You
wrong.
can't
But
do
the
that.
Backwards
Eagles
hurdle on
so
them
far
boys.
have had a tendency to kind of let teams that aren't that great kind of get back in the game. We saw
Right.
it with the Saints. We saw it with the Jags.
Jags,
Where
yeah.
had it not been for an intercepted pass, that might have been a completely different game.
Yeah.
So unless they are going to do something drastically different to change that, we can kind of count on them to play down at some point.
No
Whereas, like, I know everybody's like, how are the Cowboys going to answer for Saquon Barkley? Right now, we don't have any evidence that we do have an answer for Saquon Barkley.
We don't have an answer for him.
Micah's going to be coming back, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we kind of need to see, is there any rust? What does he really bring
We
to the season?
cannot
Because we
expect
didn't
Micah
see-
to come back
We didn't
off
see
of
a
a
lot
5-6
from him
week
early in the
layoff.
season,
Load
right?
management.
So I
Slowly
really
get
feel
him
it's
in,
going to
yeah.
be more up to the defense to manage those possessions where Saquon is getting those 0-yard gains, negative gains, and actually depend on the offense to actually go out there and score.
Right.
So it's going to come down to what the offense can do and
No doubt.
if they can match that.
Facts.
I think
She's
that
right. She's 100% right.
Oh, go ahead.
100%.
You got it,
That's
you
like she's 100% right. I'm agreeing with her.
Okay, go ahead. Get in on that Dak Attack. Get in on that because I got another follow-up. But I'll let you get in on it.
I think that the Cowboys would be best bet letting Mozzie Smith and the rest of the interior D-line do what they've been doing all season, and that's been getting thrown on their backs. I think that's the best thing they could possibly do so we can get as many hot draft picks. Hey, look. No,
Come on, man.
I really don't think we have an answer for Saquon. Seriously. The Marvion Overshown going to show out.
He is.
He is going to have an excellent game.
He is.
His name's going to get called a ton.
He
Because
is.
he's going to be the guy that hunts down Saquon on a lot of those runs.
But the thing is, it won't just be him.
It is gonna be just him.
But
It is.
Okay, it shouldn't just be him.
Like it's been.
Look at any team that has had to face Saquon Barkley. Like, if you put one person on Saquon,
it's not equipped for
if you put one person on Saquon, it's not going to go well.
You gotta have
the Cowboys are going to have to make sure that their tackling is on point.
The Eagles have one of the best offensive lines in the league. The defensive line is going to have their hands full.
No doubt.
They're going to be on their asses or backs half of the game, and our linebackers are going to have a hell of a game to keep Saquon from running for 300 or 400 yards.
Yeah.
That's what it's going to be. And Donovan Wilson, you're going to have to get in there and stop missing tackles. Malik Hooker, you're not going to be able to be backpedaling and wait for the play to come to you.
I wouldn't mind if they put Donovan on the box more.
This Marquise Bell needs to play more.
Yeah. This is my strategy. This is my strategy.
Go ahead.
Now, a poor man Saquon Barkley is a Bijan Robinson, right? And he's a poor man. So I'm talking about living out of the damn trash can version, right? But we got to face against the Saquon Barkley. The best way to face against Saquon Barkley is to have some good food here.
Have some
good food here.
Have you
energized. You'll be able to slow him down. It's T.O.P. Put T.O.P. in the chat because that's what you're going to have to do. Play and keep away. You're going to have long, sustainable drives so that you can play the field too. Don't try to go for it on your side of the field. Don't try to go for a fake punt. Play the field. Punt it away. The weakness of the Philadelphia Eagles right now is their special teams. They're top 10 in every other category.
If we see that.
If we see the coaching staff.
Let's show the wings.
Let's show the wings. Get it on the camera. Get that close to the camera.
Under bar.
Over under. Come on, check us out, man. Ray, give them where we are at right now.
Just so you know, we at the over under bar located in the village.
In the village.
Got them wings. We no longer got the wings.
Watch the cheese.
Well, look at the cheese.
Oh my God.
Hey, the cheese pool is crazy.
I've already talked about the over under bar. Let's talk about the village. The village community here, right? 7,500 apartments. You have over 10,000 residents here, okay? Can be your home or your home away from home. Now, trust me. Have y'all ever been to Vegas before? Let me tell you about this. They got a Vegas-style pool here. They be having a DJ playing. I done been here before for some of these parties. I was afraid. I don't know if I should have been here because how crazy these parties should have been in. And I'm Crazy Ray. And I've been to some of these parties that felt like were too crazy for me, all right? But let's get to the business. They have the Sandy Pickle located here at the village. It's pickleball courts, sand volleyball courts, full bar, live music every weekend, all right? You got Buzz and Bustle. It's a cafe and rotisserie, roastery, with a market.
Yes,
serves
indeed.
a variety of different caffeinated beverages and
got
things
good
of that
food,
nature.
Man. Look.
Crazy amount of food, too.
Crazy amount of food. I'm going to say this, though. While we doing this, ladies and gentlemen, T.O.P. is what I was trying to say. Y'all can still hear me? T.O.P. is what I was trying to say. And if we can do T.O.P., take the top off the take the top off the defense.
Take your time off.
Time of possession. I was thinking about something else being topped off. But that's what we need, though. And that's the best way. Name me one qualifying victory the Eagles had in the last 5 games. Because I got it on top of my head. I think they beat the Cleveland Browns. They beat the Giants. Then they turned around and beat Cincinnati, who's a shell of themselves, by the way. And then they beat the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hey, still dangerous.
So they're still dangerous.
Hey,
they
hold up.
got
They Cincinnati for fantasy points.
Yeah.
You got to score
They give it a fantasy points.
You got to score to beat them.
All right, so in them last 4 games, what would have been our record?
I think we've been about 3-1. We might have lost to Cincinnati. The way this team look like now, we might have lost to Cincinnati. We can't score enough.
Can't score enough.
But
that's what I'm saying. So I would say that this game also, and I know people going to call me homer and all that. They beat me up.
Hey, man.
They've been beating me up. They've been beating me up.
Cowboys content creators at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as homers,
But at the end of the day, that's my philosophy. If you take control of the clock, control the ball, you have an opportunity to win in that factor.
Because when you control time of possession, you can make the game as ugly as you can make it.
And play the field. Punt the ball. Use Brian Anger foot. You got to use his foot. Yeah.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about
time of possession.
And
that's the key to Cowboys beating the Eagles this weekend.
I think that'll help.
Yeah, plan keep away. Yeah.
You gotta play keep. You gotta make it count. When you play keep away, it gotta be touchdown.
It's a common opponent too, so it's a common opponent. Yeah.
I don't know, Law. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm just not. I'm not in the mindset. I think that there's just too much for the Eagles. They have way too much motivation.
They do have my motivation.
Saquon has never beat the Cowboys. He's 0-10 versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Saquon has never beaten the Cowboys. The Eagles are coming to Jerry's World. They know that we're on the ropes right now. And Kellen Moore is going to have all the motivation in the world to do what Ben Johnson just did to us in Jerry's World.
Hey, real quick, I want to say shout out to Jazz Monet and BLS Podcast. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe to her. She puts out great work, great content. Make sure y'all show her love. She does amazing things. Shout out to her. I think she on the BLS or Bitches Love something. I'm sorry, the Boys Talk or Girls Talk. Whatever it is.
Talk on the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly.
Bitches Love Sports is my personal channel on YouTube.
Yeah, make sure you follow her. Make sure you follow Dak Attack, my guy here. The Dak Attack Show. It does amazing, of course, Law Nation. Y'all know you're already on the channel right now.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following these amazing people. They do great things, great work. But yeah, Jazz, you're doing it. You're doing your thing. I may not agree with you all the time, but I'm going to support you 100%.
Thank you.
You be talking crazy sometimes. I'm joking. I'm talking shit right now.
Well,
but I support you. 100% I support you.
Well, I just want to say this and appreciate everybody, man, for jumping in today. I just look at football as any given Sunday. Mm-hmm. And it could be by far a trap. It could be by far a trap game for the Eagles because they know that we are still wounded. Mm-hmm. They know. And then the Cooper Rush factor. The what's that? Vic Fangio is when they said, "How are you going to prepare for
Eagles
Cooper
D
Rush?"
coordinator?
Yeah. He said, "How are you going to prepare for Cooper Rush?" He said, "Yo, we're not going to change up anything."
I'm about to say, we're not changing nothing.
Yeah, he ain't changing nothing.
And I mean, they don't need to
prepare for. Yeah, he's not bringing you anything you have to prepare for.
Nothing to prepare for. So hopefully he brings in a different element, a different pattern. They are saying now Dak attack should be now Cooper Rush attack.
When I say they don't need to, I think Cooper Rush will bring something different. But what Cooper Rush brings to the table is something that the Eagles were already working on anyway.
You low IQ morons, bro. I would never change the channel, my name on my channel, to a backup quarterback. I just gotta get that out there, bro. Go never be a backup quarterback.
But that's the short passes. We saw Cooper Rush actually do a really good job with that at the end of the last game, and that's something that the Eagles have already been looking into in terms of, like, not that there's actual weaknesses on their defense, right? But in terms of, like, if you had to pick something, I would say those guys getting short passes and letting them get yak is something that Cooper Rush is going to bring to the table that their defense was already working on mitigating. So I don't think they're not accounting for what Cooper Rush might be doing different. I just think they already know, hey, that's something that we needed to work on anyway, right?
May I ask this question?
I still think that's the offense's best bet as far as keeping the drives going. What's up, Ray?
I want everyone's opinion on this. Who gives you the better option to win? Would it be Cooper Rush or Trey Lance, in your all's opinion?
I actually think a hybrid of the two would actually be best, honestly.
I agree.
The only thing is I don't feel like our coaching staff is creative enough to manage that. That's the disappointing part because it shouldn't be something difficult to manage. We've seen other teams do it. We've seen other teams do it to the Cowboys. But they both bring something different to the table. Like, based on the last time we saw Trey Lance, he's got an arm, but he needed to work on accuracy. However, for a team that's struggling in the rushing game anyway, he does bring that to the table. Mm-hmm. Like, if you look at what he did to the preseason, he added a lot of yards to the rushing game. So that's something the Cowboys could definitely benefit from, especially if there are actual designed runs and not just him scrambling because he's panicking or feels like he's in danger, right? Cooper Rush, however, is a lot more accurate. He's got a little bit better chemistry with the guys. So I feel like there are situations where Cooper Rush is going to be the best. There's situations where Trey Lance is going to be the best. Now,
I think you don't need any extended Trey Lance time. Well, I think when you get extended Trey Lance times, we get into trouble.
I don't think it needs to be extended either.
Yeah.
But I do think there should be some packages for him. I do think he could do well in the red zone where he's not expected to throw the ball very far and where his legs actually could be of benefit if something opens up.
100%. I agree with that.
But I just don't know if our coaching staff can manage that well. They haven't proven that.
I don't have the faith in Mike McCarthy or anybody else involved in our coaching staff that they would do that properly.
The only thing is what will force creativity because Mike McCarthy definitely is not creative. What will force that would be the ideology that Dak Prescott is not in this game. So he's going to have to pull some resources from his olden past, whatever play that he can do to get things going.
I feel like
so I agree with you with the
what Mike McCarthy is going to do in response to Dak Prescott not being in the game. I think they're going to change up some things in terms of how things are called at the line of scrimmage.
Facts.
And I guess I shouldn't say how. It's more like what. There might be some changes in how likely they are to attempt a deep ball. But I don't see them making a drastic change like, oh, we got to be more creative. I don't expect us to see more motion, even though that would help. I don't expect us to see more shifts, even though that would help. I don't expect us to see creativity, even though that would help.
No doubt. No doubt.
Again, we're at the over-under bar here at the Village. Let's talk about some of the people we got coming up on the show. We've got Stacey Elliott, dad of Zeke Elliott, coming up on the show. We've got Candy Lamb coming up soon on the show. A bunch of other great guests coming up here on the show. We're here at the over-under at the Village. Here at, where are we at? We're Dallas, Texas? Yeah, we're in Dallas.
Yeah.
People walking around looking at what's going on. Yeah, we're doing a live broadcast.
Yeah.
You looking, but yeah. Great show. Great panelists like, Jazz from BLS is on this panelist. We got our boy Attack from the Dak Attack Show as a panelist. Of course, the host, Law Nation, is here. Bunch of amazing people coming up on this show today. Getting you ready for Philly versus Dallas tomorrow here in Dallas.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. Here's my thoughts overall. We know we can't stand the Eagles. And then this is a rivalry. I just hope that when tomorrow hit, that we just give and show effort. I know Parsons. He's from the Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania, wherever he may be. But he's from that area, right? Yeah. Harris County or something like that.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. So he's geared up to play this game. And he's going to – and I get mixed reports. They saying that he was explosive at practice, right? They said he was still moving fast at practice.
That's what they're saying.
That's what they say. So hopefully he's a step.
I mean, he should be. It's been 5 weeks since
it's been 5 weeks, but that high ankle sprain. You had
those
one before.
Those are murky.
Yeah, them
those are
hurt.
murky.
Yeah.
I know they hurt.
Push off on it, But I just hope. That's all we got now, y'all. Is hope. Hold on.
Let me ask you something. So if they don't come out and they don't give that effort,
and they look flat,
and they look flat, and they look like a team that's not motivated, they look like a team that didn't have a proper game plan to have them prepare for this game against the Eagles. Is Mike McCarthy's job at risk?
His job been on the line for the last 3 games. For the last 3 games.
I actually don't think his job has been at risk at all.
Really?
I think that's been the biggest issue. Listen, if you go back and listen to how he talked after the Green Bay Packers game, there was no indication that he ever felt, even as bad as that game looked from a game plan perspective, there was no indication that he ever felt his job was at risk. And even if you listen to him talk now, there's still no indication that there's that level of urgency like, okay, my job is on the line. I understand that that's what a lot of fans are expecting, but it's just not something that I see happening, not during the season. I think there are decisions to be made after the season, and I think there are some things being considered that fans don't realize are coming into play. But I don't think his job is actually at risk.
So can I ask you a question?
What's up?
With his job,
you don't think his job is at risk this season, or you don't think his job is at risk this whole season?
He's already a lame duck coach. I do think there's a chance that he might not come back for 2025. But as far as him being fired this season, like in the middle of the season, right now, I don't think they
lose 2 more games and it's over with. I think they lose these. I think they lose the Eagles and Texans is over with.
If it's an embarrassing,
so I want to ask a quick question. Just a hypothetical question.
They've already dealt with an embarrassing situation on and off the field.
You're right. There was it. So right now, if Jason Garrett was our offensive coordinator, would Mike McCarthy be fired?
I don't know.
I don't know. That's random.
That's random, man.
Think about this.
Well, where you get that from?
Yeah, that's random.
Can I tell you where I got that from? Damn. Wade Phillips was the head coach.
Yeah, that was George Taylor.
And at the point.
Go ahead, man.
Wade Phillips
was appropriate.
Wade Phillips was our head coach. And at the point, Jason Garrett was the OC. Only time Jerry Jones has fired a head coach during the season. At that point, I felt a lot had to do with that because Jason Garrett was the OC.
Man.
So if someone that Jerry liked was at OC or another position,
you know what you need to do? You know what you need to do? You know how on Disney Plus they got that What If series?
Yeah.
That's what you need to start doing.
So if they would have been a coordinator, If there would have been a coordinator that
nobody coming to see you, Otis.
If there would have been a coordinator right now on this roster that Jerry loves, quote unquote, would McCarthy still have his job?
You don't think he loves Brian Schottenheimer?
No.
You don't think he got a lot of love for Zimmer?
I don't think he does. Because he would have fired.
I think there's too many.
Like he would have fired McCarthy.
I think there's too many hypotheticals in that situation for us to properly have this conversation.
A lot of hypotheticals. Man.
So I'm going to just revert back to my previous response, which is I don't think that Mike McCarthy's job is actually in danger. I think there's a lot of rumors. I don't think anything is about to happen to that man right now.
So it's
just a hypothetical. I'm not saying.
I know. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like
it's the case Dorito of hypotheticals. It's 3 hypotheticals rolled into one.
But I feel like if Jason Garrett would have been the OC with McCarthy at this point in the season, he would have fired McCarthy and made Jason Garrett interim head coach.
If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
Yeah.
Based off of history.
We're going to bring on my guy, Stacey Elliott. We're going to have to have a rotation of a chair, so who's going to get up right quick? Ray.
Well, I'll get up. I was going to say myself.
Everybody else got to come.
Huh? I said I'll switch with you at some point.
Yeah. And then we rotate. We rotate that way.
Sure. Let the guy that's buying all the drinks go.
Yeah. Come on with it. As we move things further, man, I appreciate everybody.
Oh, they said he's going. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. So we're going to let these come through over here, and this segment right here is brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm.
Okay.
Hey, if you ever slip and fall, it's definitely at work or you get a fender bender. If you're in one of those situations, be sure to call Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm first, frankelfirm.com. Visit them, as well as they are locally here in Dallas, so check out Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm. Now, I got the one and only Stacey Elliott, the ambassador himself. What's good, bro?
Man.
Good to see you,
How you
man.
doing, Mr. Elliott? Nice
to be alive,
Nice to meet you, man.
And
that's again.
Yes,
all right,
indeed.
Queen. Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. So, with that being said, the 3-5 Cowboys versus the 6-2 Philadelphia Eagles. I had a strategy in order for us to beat the Cowboys. Is time of possession.
Time of possession.
Now, you're a football savant yourself, you know. Hey, can you break down to the audience what I mean about time of possession and who need to get the rock in order for them to have that to be solidified, by the way?
So, first and foremost, let's keep it real. Everybody on the field tomorrow is going to be a pro.
100%.
100%.
All right?
100%.
Everybody on the field tomorrow is going to be the top 1% of the 1%
100%.
of football players.
100%. Yeah.
In the world.
In the world.
Okay. So, when we talk about time of possession, our offense does a defense a great favor when the run game eats up the clock naturally.
Yeah.
Allows the defense to rest. Because remember now, we got 11 against 11.
Yeah.
All right? 11 men against 11 men working to break each other's will to get in the end zone. And so the more you leave the defense out there, the odds of the opponent, the ops, getting in the end zone.
Come on with it.
See, this game is a game of inches.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The game of inches. Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So it would be a great strategy for us to run the ball a little bit more.
Correct.
I agree. And stick with it. Stick with it. Even if you get behind by 10 points.
Right.
Stick with the run.
Yeah. Because that's going to help you ultimately towards the end of the game. The defense gets tired. They get tired of having to bring down Ezekiel Elliott.
Right.
Laying that helmet into them boys' chest.
Exactly.
Over the course of a full game. You got any running back. You're not going to see the best from a running back with 8 carries. No matter who the running back is.
Not in the NFL.
Not in the NFL.
Not in the NFL.
You need 15 to 20, bro.
Yeah.
You need 15 to 20. And I'm going to be honest, man. People going to tear me up. I know the chat going to tear me up.
Okay,
and I'm not just saying this because Stacey Elliott right here, man. Okay. I don't care who here. I'm going to criticize him and tell the real.
Yeah, you're a free man.
Zeke honestly did a very damn good job with the opportunities he was given last game. Last game he was played, not Atlanta. We don't have it there. We don't have it there. But the last game he was played, he did a good job, man.
He did a good job, yeah.
So it's like, okay, you see you got a guy that's still capable of kind of imparting that physicality on the opposing team that you need because still, who do we have outside of Zeke that's going to consistently set that physical tone?
Yeah.
Who's going to do that, bro?
Well, here's what I'm looking at it from here. If Rico going to start this thing out because he is averaging, I believe, 4
5. It's close to 5.
Yeah,
it's close to 5.
Rico
looked good. Rico was
balling. He looked good last
He was balling.
He really did.
He really did.
And I said
because he got a chance to get a rhythm.
The only person that slowed him down was Mike McCarthy.
He stopped calling him runs about halfway through the second, didn't do it again to almost the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So here's my thoughts with Ezekiel Elliott and Rico administration. And you can sprinkle in the 100, a 40 ounce. So when we get into the 20, we get inside the 20. Yeah.
Oh, English.
Yeah. English. Right? Yeah.
St. Ives.
Yeah. St. Ives. Yeah. When you get inside the 20, that's when you want to see Ezekiel Elliott, number 15.
100%.
Yeah. But you still got to. This is what we're doing. We playing keep away from A.J. Brown, Smitty, and this dude that's averaging 5.9 yards per touchdown.
Saquon,
8 touchdowns.
Mr. Backwards hurdled himself.
He hurdled the guy backwards.
Hey,
and they said he closed his eyes when he did
birds, but that was impressive, man. That was impressive.
I had to Photoshop it and put it in black and white because I didn't want to see green looking that good. Yeah. So that's what we doing. We slowing it down from there.
Right.
And if anything, we can only hope that Mike McCarthy knows the tendencies of Kellen Moore
100%.
so that we can get this thing going. And Al Harris.
He was awake at all.
Honestly, what I would like to see, the last game, it seemed like they really got things going when instead of handing off the ball, there were more short tosses or short passes.
Right.
I think if Ezekiel Elliott were given the opportunity to receive the ball the same way, we could see him do a lot with that because we've seen him do a lot in terms of taking those short passes in the flat and then getting some yak after that. But he hasn't been given a lot of those opportunities this season. So I think when it comes to seeing the best from Ezekiel Elliott, the same way that we saw the best from Rico Dowdle, which was, hey, give him a short toss and then let him do what he does as far as his instincts go. I think Zeke could use that as well, especially in the red zone, because Zeke's experience in the red zone, like, it gives him so much more in terms of like instinct and knowing what to do in that situation that I feel like the team could really benefit from. Cowboys haven't been doing well in the red zone anyway, so switching it up, I don't think there's anything to lose there. What do y'all think?
At this point, you spitballing at the wall at this point. Man. Nothing has clearly worked.
Well, she makes a very good point. The thing is, we haven't used running backs in the red zone.
Exactly.
And then the few times we had, one time we had a major fumble.
Mm-hmm.
We had the major fumble, and then the 3-yard touchdown last week. That was like a very struggle bus touchdown, and it wasn't a run play either. It was to Rico Dowdle, but it was a pass. So you're right. You have a really good point.
That was a miracle.
I'm about to say that was a highlight reel miracle.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
So you're saying we need more pure rushing plays in the red zone is what we need.
Right, because what we have going on, my humble opinion, it's a struggle for our identity 100%. In the NFL overall, the third team.
Well, 1,000%.
100%.
The NFL is trying to go away from the run, period.
Period.
It does feel that way.
Now, the short passes is the run.
It is. That's a substitute for the run game.
But unfortunately, it doesn't eat the clock up.
If you drop it, you're
right.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, you're right. So we have to sprinkle it in. What I'm saying is it doesn't have to be every run play is like that. However, there are some situations where they end up in like a 3rd and long. So like 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, where I do feel like that would do a lot better for them than trying to throw the ball deep downfield because they haven't – the quarterback, whoever it is, Dak, Cooper Rush, whatever, they haven't had the level of protection needed for those long developing plays, right? Yeah. So the deep ball is something that we don't want to risk. Yeah. The run plays are something that we don't want to risk. So those short passes and letting those guys get a few yards of yak seems to be the best options in those 3rd and long situations that we keep picking up.
Let me add this into your philosophy and theory. I don't know if these guys are old enough to remember, but you remember Roger Craig back in the days.
Yes.
And that was a traditional West Coast offense, whereas your short passes, they utilized him into those particular formations. Right. So the Cowboys, by having Cooper Rush, his arm is not the strongest, but he fits the system of a West Coast short to intermediate passes that maybe you can get Rico going in that light, just like what Dak Prescott attempted to do last week. Because he was good. What was he was before he got hurt?
Man, he was 10 for 11 or something.
10 for 11. You do the same thing, but run it a little bit more.
Well, let me fetch you back to something.
Go ahead.
The young lady was talking about. I wasn't advocating short passes.
Right.
What I'm saying is the short pass is to take away our run game.
Okay. I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
But the strategy, my humble opinion, is not. It hasn't been working for us because you're taking away the run game with the short passes, but you're not eating the clock up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you could have 11 all-pro football players on defense, but if you keep them on the field again, all day. They're going to break down.
100%.
Right, and that's why I said specific situations, because I do understand they do need to eat the clock. But if it's 3rd and 6, I feel like the priority should be get the first down. Then we can go back to let's eat the clock. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think they need to eat the clock per se. What I think is that definitely when Dak is there, he's a play action. Athletic quarterback. When I say
but they haven't had a solid enough run game to really get the play action going.
You can't have a solid run game if you don't. No, they don't have a run game.
Yeah.
Or don't have a run game at all.
Right. You need an offensive line to have a run game, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but it ain't the offensive line.
This is true.
Listen.
Scheme.
Last week, here we go. Last week, I didn't watch the game. I watched a little bit. I didn't watch it. But against San Francisco.
Pull your mic up a little bit. There we go.
Against San Francisco, I watched several plays.
No, you didn't need to turn him up. You just needed to.
No, you can still do it a little bit.
I saw several plays where the all-pro inside linebacker never got picked up. You can't run this is basic football.
No, 100%.
When you run the ball, every player is assigned to a player. Sometimes on offense, the player is assigned to two players.
You gotta get to the second level.
That chip
and get to
that
the
Ezekiel
level.
put that young man out the game. That's basic football. Okay, and so
it should be.
No, I mean it is.
What I'm saying is the way Zeke does pass pro, you don't see a lot of running backs who are that good at it.
Yeah, but they don't. But they don't come from Urban Meyer. They don't come from the Ohio State. No, let me let everyone know something about running backs at the Ohio State.
Candy.
You can't go on the field unless you block.
Right.
At Ohio State, you can't get carries as a running back unless you block. At Ohio State, you can't get balls targeted to you as a wide receiver unless you block.
Right.
That's just how they're taught.
Yeah.
So no one taught that. No one taught Ezekiel that at Dallas. I mean, look, his running back coach right now never played football.
And that goes a long way.
And didn't even coach last year.
That goes a long way. And it's not just the running back, because we got offensive line coaches and everything that you're looking at sideways. Mike Solari.
So I get tired of hearing about how our talent, our offensive line ain't that good.
It's not about
You're not even giving them an opportunity.
I keep telling people.
Yeah, it's not.
These dudes looking worse than they supposed to look based
on
what they're taught to do.
It's that too, and you got Zach Martin, who's an all-pro. He's banged up. He getting pushed back by nobodies. Nobody's pushing Zach Martin back, all right? What can you do as soon as you get the ball, there's someone right in front of you.
That's
you can't do
point.
nothing. You can't move.
You know why?
You can't go to the right. Someone's right there in front of you.
You know why? Because the schemes are horrible. Who's
terrible.
supposed to pick that guy up?
My Solari got to go, bro.
We see it every week.
On top of that, instead of doing inside zones, do a stretch. Make the defensive end have something to read. Make the edge have something to read so he moving a tick slower. You got to do something else.
There's nothing.
To make the defense off balance, bro.
Motion or something. You can't. It's predictable. We know what you're gonna do. We know your play caller. We know on first downs you're gonna run the ball. Second down you may run the ball. Third down, okay, it's gonna be a pass. We know your pattern.
You didn't watch the last game. How you feeling about this game going into it without Dak there? How you feeling right now? What do you?
Well, see, this is what we're dealing with. A different skill set.
Yeah.
Actually, my humble opinion, Cooper Rush's skill set is more
fit for this scheme.
For this scheme.
Yeah, it is. It's
but the part of the scheme it's not. It makes them. They gotta run.
Yeah.
They gotta run.
Yeah.
They're going to have to run the ball more.
They got to run the ball.
They're going to have to commit to the run.
They got to run the ball. Listen,
with
man.
Dak in there, they can get away from using the short pass game as your run game. You can get away with that. With Cooper Rush, you have to commit to the run. You got to commit to a more complementary style of football. You got to commit to a more physical style of football, man. Because you got to wear that opposing defense down. You got to.
So it sounds like y'all are planning for it to be a perfect setup for Cooper Rush. But if it's not
Absolutely
a perfect setup,
I don't think it's going to be perfect.
It's going to be horrific.
Exactly, but it sounds like Cooper
horrific.
Rush needs the perfect setup. So to me, yes, Cooper Rush is more accurate. He has more chemistry with the guys. But there may come a point in time in this game where we have to put Trey Lance in. He's going to have to use his legs, and we need that versatility in there.
I think that unpredictability would serve the Cowboys better, to be honest.
But here's the thing, too, also, too. There's a lot of factors when it comes to this offense, all right? Besides CeeDee Lamb, you don't have no go-to receiver other than, I think, Jake Ferguson. You can go to Jake Ferguson.
He ain't there yet. Jake ain't there yet.
Yeah, but teams have already
when you scheme towards Jake Ferguson, he can get open. He can make plays. Other than CD on this offense right now, you don't have a guarantee. Like, I know this person's going to make some type of play for me right now.
Right.
CD is your go-to for this offense.
Right.
It's CD or a bust.
Well, but this is the thing is, we got to have play action. I'm going right back to the run. Not because Ezekiel's my son. Listen. I don't care.
Man, we talking football.
Listen.
I agree with you there,
Let me go to the record. What I said when he was at Ohio State and what going to recruitment and they were looking at other athletes. My son, I want my son to have competition.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I think your son did more with less last year than he's doing here. I think he had far less talent on the Patriots last year, and he produced more. Number one receiving option, in my opinion.
No, he led the team in receiving.
Led the team in receiving. He had less talent on that team last year, but he's not being put in a position this year with better talent around him. He's not being put in a position for that.
But let me just tell you something about that.
Yeah.
New England didn't put him in no position.
Yeah.
But when they had no choice for him to be out there, Ezekiel will deliver.
The starter got hurt.
Okay? So I don't know if it's a conspiracy. I don't know. I ain't going to get off into that. But let me go back to what I was saying, though.
Go ahead.
I don't care. Listen, I want my son to have competition.
Yeah.
Rico Dowell, I did see him ball out in what I did see from the game last week.
Yeah.
He did.
I want him to be the best he can be.
Right.
But you know what? Another thing, but the thing that I really want, I want one of these. That's what Ezekiel Elliott wants. He plays for championships all his life. Ezekiel Elliott wants to be a part of a brotherhood to win a Super Bowl. Okay? And so I can't speak for my son, but I know my son is not selfish. And so if we win tomorrow, that's a good feeling.
Right.
But just be a man of your word. Don't tell me you love me. Don't bring me to the party and then you don't acknowledge me. Just be a man of your word.
Yeah.
I raised my son to be a man.
Right.
And he's a hell of a man.
Yeah.
And he going to stand on truth. And he don't care if you was born and you played football and you coached and went to university for football coaching, or you never played before and now you got a hell of a job as a coach.
Right.
Yeah.
But truth is true. Mm-hmm. I said this, and it's ironic because My son is a football player. Show me the film. If I go to you and you my coach and I say, hey, coach, hold on. Hey, coach. Hey, coach. Show me where I'm doing wrong. Show me the film. And you pull out some paper talking about analytics. Get the hell out of here, man.
Analytics should be
talk to me about football.
Analytics should be a factor. It should be a factor, but not a major factor.
Not in showing me where I'm wrong.
Exactly.
Not when you're talking about what you're doing.
Exactly.
Go to numbers.
Far as
hold on, let me
finish.
Yeah. So y'all understand something. I'm talking to you, and I'm not talking to you. Okay? You show me analytics on some paper. Analytics, okay, when you're the opposing team, analytics works good. Analytics ain't new. When I played football, we looked at the tendencies of the offense we were going against.
That's part of scouting.
Yeah.
That's part of scouting.
But when I want to get better, I look at film. You can't coach these guys with paperwork.
100%.
Show me. So now when we put the film on, and I show you a man, an inside linebacker, not getting picked up.
At all. Because your guard is
don't get mad at me.
Your guard is going to double or nothing.
No, don't get mad at me. And then don't come to me and say, well, you got to make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Coach, that's what you get paid for.
No, I understand.
Right. And so now you mad at me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going with y'all this week.
He's back.
I'm not going with y'all. You hear me?
Yeah.
It ain't like, you can't go. No, I want you to go, but no, I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be a call person.
That's right. Because y'all on some weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Okay, All-American. I mean, I can go down the line. Yeah, it is some ego with these. That's what makes them all great.
Yeah, 100%.
All of them.
100%.
So, no, I'm not getting on the plane with you.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry, someone tapped me. No, but I completely agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's happening, everybody?
And you still got to pay me. And it ain't $3 million you got to pay me.
Yeah. You still got to write that check.
It ain't $3 million though.
Yeah.
What's
I'm just
going
saying.
on?
But I like the part where you said, you have to. If you're putting me in this position, don't put me here and not set me up to be successful. You know my skill set. You brought me back to this team for a reason. Don't just put me in and blindside me. Put me in and set me up to be successful like you have done in the past.
Unfortunately, I don't feel like that's an issue specific to Zeke right now, though.
No.
I think a lot of people are having issues with just direction, purpose, direction, and motivation. That is the cornerstone of leadership. And you said giving someone purpose, direction, motivation. Right. I feel like across the board, guys just don't understand exactly what their role is, what they're supposed to be doing, play in and play out. And we're missing simple stuff. We're missing the details. You're talking about not leaving the inside linebacker unblocked. You see a Tyler Smith, which is an all-pro guard. You see this guy going down and initiating a double block on a D lineman that's already blocked. That's scheme. That's coaching. And that's the thing you have to see when you're looking at tape.
But hold on. But see, part of that problem is when you look at the Cowboys and their philosophy of always signing over-the-hill players or USFL players, you look at them signing them at the end of training camp. When you look at having C.D. Lamb's contract done after training camp, you don't have but 14 padded practices. That's the time where you really have to know your shit. That and the off-season workouts, the Cowboys' philosophy is we can just grab somebody and put them in and expect them to be able to play. This is a problem of a new defense that's in there, and everybody else is just getting here and trying to learn on the fly. You know, you look at Lawson, he's playing better now, but we're in week 10. What if he had been there all off season working out with the team and learning the scheme?
Listen, I disagree with you on a few things, and I'm going to explain to you why, sir. First of all, you can't expect anyone to do their job when they don't know their job.
Purpose, direction, and motivation.
The same thing is, one of the greatest football players that ever played a game in this modern era we call Tom Brady, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Usually the quarterback is like a coach. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady was like a coach. Mm-hmm. But guess what? He got coached up too.
Yeah.
Right.
Bill Belichick coaches.
100%.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick doesn't pull out a piece of paper if you play for him and you say, well, coach, I'm not getting the reps that I feel I should get.
You're looking at these
Show me the
GPS numbers.
Show me the film.
Yeah.
Where am I missing a block? Am I missing a read?
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, coach me up, give me an opportunity. If that's not happening, we can't even say that they're not that good or over the hill.
That's not even just football.
Okay, maybe that was the wrong term to say over the hill.
But see, hold on, let me just say this, and I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you talk. I gotta talk about over the hill. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go ahead. I know you feeling that. I know you feeling it. Go ahead, man.
Because this is becoming the WWE.
100%.
So let me remind Cowboy Nation about my son. Mm-hmm. He was drafted in 2016. He was 20 years old. Mm-hmm. Did you hear me?
20 years old.
He was 20 years old.
Younger than the average age of guys coming into the league.
Exactly.
Right.
So all these carries he got, well, a lot of the guys that come in the league, they're going to get them carries in college.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Ashton Genty is a good example of that right now.
All right. He signed his contract at 20.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
$25 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's 29 right now. Alvin Kamara came here and ran all through us, didn't he?
Sure
Absolutely
did.
Man,
did.
I'll give you another one.
No.
Josh Jacobs, Alvin Kamara, Derrick Henry.
But
Come on, man.
But Alvin Kamara, that's my little homie. I mentioned him.
Yeah.
Okay. He was born July 25th, 1995. Mm-hmm. Ezekiel Elliott was born July 22nd, 1995. Old players. Okay. Well, King Henry.
Man, come on.
King Henry.
You can go across the league and see guys that are 20 above.
King Henry.
I've been
going
fighting
on
this battle.
31.
Now you talking to me. Because I've been fighting this battle. Because I'm tired of hearing the washed up stuff.
And this
I'm tired of that,
and then
bro.
I'm going to turn it back over to my brother on this one. King Henry. Love the young man.
And I was thumping
Let me tell you something. King Henry is the same size he is now.
Yes.
He was in high school.
That
dude always been big. But he ain't run through Ohio State when we whipped him. But Ezekiel ran all through Alabama when we whipped him. But that's a whole other topic. But my point I want to say is this. King Henry had 16 carries last week. I can't remember exactly how many yards, something like maybe 80 or
about 85.
Enough.
But he had
enough.
He had like 18 carries last week. Oh, we need to we didn't have the money. You got the money.
You got the money.
Ezekiel making more money than King Henry make this year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
So, no, you ain't going to bring him here. Like Mr. Jerry Jones said, he don't fit our scheme. You think that man going to come here and be satisfied with 8 carries?
I don't know who fit our scheme right now, to be honest.
No running back.
I think you said it best earlier.
Right. No
You said something kind of like we're doing trial and error. You didn't use that exact phrase, but I've been saying that. I think that is just they're throwing things out there and
they're
seeing what
spitballing
works.
at the wall.
We haven't had a consistent plan across the board.
Right. There's no identity.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What's interesting is if you actually look at Daddle, he's averaging now 4.5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
He's averaging more than Alvin Kamara. The problem is we don't stick with the run long enough, partially because we're behind so quickly. But if you don't have that balance, you are taking that play action out of there. And by over the hill, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go ahead and offend anybody on that. But what I'm talking about, like on the defensive line, we go through training camp, we put everything focused on Mozzie, and we expect him to go ahead and turn around and be ready to go ahead and rock and roll and be above average by himself. And then we say, well, let's go out and get Jordan Phillips here to send the training camp. You know, we'll go out, we'll get Lawson and things. We'll add these guys here, and they're not getting the reps. It only takes one person to miss their assignments for the whole play to fail. And when you have guys out there that don't know the whole playbook,
100%.
it limits you too. So now you got the Cowboys that have 2 offensive linemen that are playing in different positions than they played in college. Tyler Guyton was the right tackle. Most people don't look at that and say, oh, a tackle's a tackle. But everything is reversed. If you can write with your right hand, try writing with your left hand, because that's literally what it's like from going to the right side to the left side. Now my first step is that left foot. And you can see he usually gets beat bad on the inside because he didn't have people.
He oversets, bro.
Well, see, the
Last
thing
game
is
we saw
if
that.
you're on the right side, everything's coming in this way. Now you're on the left side, everything's coming from the opposite.
Man, we can oversimplify all of
you know,
this.
so, I mean,
Okay, but
so
that's a really good point because last week He messed up a play with Dowdle going in, and Dowdle
it's always on the inside.
Okay, you put that into great perspective for me because I saw that place and I was completely like.
But I want to add something to this though. Now these guys, I mean, my son started playing football when he was 7.
Come on, man. Go ahead. I already know you're going. Go ahead.
Go
ahead, please.
I think so
I played
too.
football.
The job is the job.
I played football. My second year ever playing, I was a senior in high school, and I got recruited. But I played outside linebacker. There's some basic things now as a young OG. I probably make one tackle and won't get up.
True.
But there's some basic things. As an outside linebacker DN, I know.
It's embedded in you at this point.
I know if I'm in a 5 technique, lined up on the outside shade of the tackle, unless we running a stunt with the tackle or the inside linebacker going into the seat, the B gap.
Yeah.
I got outside contained.
100%.
Yeah.
No coach got to tell me that.
Your
right
responsibilities
now.
don't change unless you're running that stunt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's happening is what I've seen on film. Because every game, my son, when the game is over, he goes immediately. He can't wait to get home to pull out his iPad and look at film. That's my son. That's how he is.
That's the way you brought him up. That's the way you go.
Now, that's the way he was trained. I ain't mess with football. I just be a father, man.
Yeah.
I trust the process. I trust it now. I ain't never talked football with my son for real.
Yeah.
The only time my son talked football to me is when he hurt.
Right.
Okay? And so, but I know this. I seen for myself, outside linebackers, defensive ends, go inside, and the play goes outside. Now, I don't know.
Not even just the linebackers, defense, your safeties.
Yeah.
Your safeties.
Somebody has contained.
So your safeties are also, when the safety is responsible for resetting the edge, they're not doing it.
Somebody got contained.
It's coaching across the board.
Yeah.
It's coaching across the board. And that's just because your team is talented. Your players didn't overnight get terrible. Your players didn't overnight fall off a cliff. It is coaching. And I've been banging this drum all season because your team looks like it's being coached by a lame duck coach right now. It looks like it's being coached by someone that's not willing to step into that real leadership role and really make sure that everyone understands exactly what's going on and hold them to that and feel like he got the cachet to hold them to that.
Yeah, I mean it's football.
Yeah. And it's simple. We don't have to make it as difficult. We don't have to get into all the extra story. Man, sometimes you can just look at what's going on the film, and that tells the story itself. And that's what I meant with it. You don't need extra storylines.
Right,
man.
you would think so, but when there's no adjustments being made and we keep seeing these errors, then people go deep into it because they're wondering what is happening if these adjustments aren't being made. And it's supposed to be as simple as
and to
looking
go
at
back
it and
to
making
what you're
those changes.
saying, I was talking about Tom Brady. He gets coached. He studies film.
Right.
So listen, when Troy Aikman talked about running routes.
Come on, man.
See, I don't know if we really understand.
Come on, man. Go ahead. You own it.
Don't get mad at it.
Go ahead.
All-world quarterback.
Come on, man.
Because he's looking at football.
Come on, man. He's talking football.
Listen, the difference between college and the pro
is the details.
The game
It's the details.
Because the game's
It's the details.
And the
speed's up.
It's
if you gotta run a 15-yard route, it gotta be 15
It gotta be 15. You gotta break your outfit. Come on, man.
Not 13 and a half. Not 14 3/4. Because the speed of the game.
Yeah.
And the talent you going up against.
Yeah.
Because that's what makes the speed different.
100%.
So everything gotta be precise. But there's still some basic things. I played outside linebacker. If I'm playing against Dallas and they run a read option,
you're not even checking for that.
I know how to play that right now.
Right, you're not even 100%.
The inside linebacker, outside linebacker, no. Oh, I got the pitch man.
100%.
I got the quarterback. I got, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got to keep reminding them, though. You can't say, make something out of nothing. No, you're going to be looking for a new job.
And that's the most concerning thing to me is we're at week 10 and we still talking about the details. And stuff that, to be quite frank, we learn. Man, people learn some of this stuff that they missing in middle school.
But goes back to what he was saying, though.
But now you change defensive coordinators, and unfortunately, you've had so many injuries that have decimated you. Mm-hmm. You've lost 4 starting the.
I'm not even looking at the defensive side. I'm honestly not even looking at the defensive side because there's so much going on over there. You can't. He doesn't even have a fair shake at it right now. But he really
on the offensive side,
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say the thing that he was saying, which is an excellent point, is it's the camaraderie. It's the missing. I mean, listen, man. Y'all talking about missing meetings.
That's inexcusable.
Hold on, wait. Listen. You don't even go to a hotel. They won't even be in a hotel tonight. I ain't never heard of that, man. It's football.
Yeah.
You're not in a hotel.
Yeah, come on now.
The night before a game.
You at home.
It's a different world.
Everybody ain't in one spot. Everybody ain't in one spot. Yeah.
Well, come on, man. I never heard of that. You're out doing public appearances before the game.
It's a lot of mercenaryism, man.
Well, you know, with the Cowboys, it's about the promotion, though. That's it for me. I just don't understand football now. I'm 59 years old. Back in my day, you were hitting every week. It wasn't you got 14 padded practices in the summer and you have to have all your padded practices done by week 12. I don't know how you can prepare for a game not going full speed in practice. And I think a lot of these injuries we get are because they're not used to hitting. Now, with Mike McCarthy's – no, seriously, I don't know how old you are. You look definitely a lot younger than me. You definitely take care of yourself. But your body gets used to those hits. You get used to knowing how to fall on the ground. You don't tackle, until the beginning of the season. You haven't tackled anybody since last year when you stopped playing. And so as you go through this, I don't know how you can speed it up from practice to full go in the game. Now, you got young guys that are now getting the speed of the NFL, which is, I may have been a big fish in college. Now, everybody I'm going against is a big fish. And that speed, and you got to learn on the fly, you get lost. And that's where I feel like Tyler Guyton is right now.
Right.
Is everything is going so quick that you start panicking and you lose your technique.
I will say this, listen, I'm pretty sure Coach McCartney wish that things was better.
Yeah.
Coach, it's not all his fault. It really is not. I mean, we got a lot of different things going on here.
It's a lot.
It's a lot going on.
It's a lot.
That even our coach got to deal with. That he not used to. I know it got to be.
Yeah.
He from the old school too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he dealing with players. A lot of these players got a lot of money. They think their coach, they ain't got to respect them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, you can't disrespect your coach.
You can't.
You just can't.
Then why does the owner do that to him?
Huh?
Then why does the owner do it?
Because he owns it.
Because it's his. It's his.
But let's say this. I got a contractor. I know I'm going to be here next year.
Right.
The guy who's bossing me, he don't.
Facts. It's difficult knowing that these guys are on temp jobs. On top of that, you got 27 guys as free agents.
Yeah.
So the will to want to is kind of like very little too. But at this time,
every man for himself.
Every man for himself. And the coaching staff, this is the problem though. A lot of them like this. Mark, before you go somewhere, you got me, don't you? Right. Stacy, before you go somewhere, you going to look out for me, right? Because they are thinking about where they're going to have their house at next year.
They got families
to feed. They got families to feed. Yeah. So no other team do this in the National Football League but the Dallas Cowboys. It is harder to win here than any other team in the National Football League.
Well, another thing is because of their history.
That goes with it.
Yeah, everything about the Dallas Cowboys is historic.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
And so you may interpret it as promotion. No, it's historic.
Right.
Let's just keep it real.
Correct.
Every week, including tomorrow.
Correct.
9 out of 11 players.
Come on with it.
From the ops wish they had a star in their helmet.
Yes.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah. Keeping it real.
Every week.
Yeah.
Coach McCartney and our boys face opponents, and in their mind, it's their Super Bowl.
We saw that with the Saints. They was doing a parade after they beat us with the Saints.
Listen, I'm going to say this.
We got some breaking news.
Dak is out for the year.
He is out for the year. He's going to go ahead and do the surgery, right? So he's going to go ahead and do the surgery.
Yep.
So at one point, Let me break that down. At one point, you can say, okay, let it heal, and then let the scab go over it, and then you connect it that way. But we saw how the tear is. It's way up high.
Yeah.
So that is something you don't want to play with.
Nah.
So they're going to surgically reattach it.
Man, you can't even sit down comfortably.
Yeah, you can't even sit down.
You can't
So
even sit down with that.
he got one of them damn things that look.
Right.
You sit down like this. But break it down, because your son played with a torn PCL, and that's not the same, though, because of the hamstring. But break this down. What is the future for Dak Prescott now?
Let me just say this, man. My heart goes out to his dad. It's my brother. And my heart goes out to Dak Prescott and his family. But Nathaniel in particular, I love you, bro. I'm going to call you soon. Listen, man. We can argue about X's and O's.
Right.
Do I want Dallas Cowboys to beat that team tomorrow? You damn right.
Hell yeah.
You damn right.
Yeah.
Do I want to see my son, Coach McCartney, and the boys go to the Super Bowl? You're damn right. But at the end of the day, man, this is sport and play. And I have to often remind myself not to take it so serious. Now, the issue is, first of all, that's one of those injuries you just can't operate.
Right.
So to say that he quit on the team, that's BS. Now the actual facts are coming out.
That's
we
crazy.
all have to be careful.
Hey, that quitting thing is crazy.
That was flat.
That was crazy.
Oh, that was bullshit.
That was crazy.
I didn't hear anybody say that about Deshaun Watson.
Come on, man.
Did you
We
hear
nobody
that?
said it about anybody.
But you know what it is? And I'm going to keep it 100. The football player in me, see,
You always want to play.
yeah, because we were trained that way. Ezekiel Elliott was trained
That way.
by Urban Meyer.
Come on with it.
In Urban Meyer's program, every player is called an elite warrior.
Right.
Everybody playing hurt. Everybody's playing
Every
hurt,
week,
man.
Ezekiel
You're
said, when
going
are
through a
you not
football season
hurt?
with that. Exactly.
When are you not
You
hurt?
have lumps on your arm.
When are you not hurt?
All that stuff.
Exactly.
Man.
And in Urban Meyer's program that largely conditioned Ezekiel's mind, no one is second string, a third string.
Right.
We're all a brotherhood, and when one man go down and drop his rifle, the next man come and pick it up.
Right.
That's the mentality.
Come on.
So when Ezekiel shattered his wrist,
Come on with it.
Yeah.
not the tendon connecting his hamstring. That's a whole nother subject.
Okay.
That's a whole.
But when he shattered his wrist,
Yeah.
he said to me, Dad, sometime I would hit the ground. I didn't know I could get up.
Right.
This was the beginning in training camp of his sophomore year.
Come on with it.
where he made the greatest run of any college football player. I mean, college running back in the history of college football.
Right.
With a shattered wrist. When he hit the ground,
Right.
he said, I don't even know how I got up.
Yeah.
Because of the conditioning of his mind.
His
Dak
mind.
has been conditioned to be an elite warrior. All these football players have.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's, you know what I'm saying? And that's why even when I played,
Right.
they had to take me out the Oklahoma game because I had mono, but my mind said I could keep going.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you always
Keep going.
Keep going.
So it just depends on the injury.
Yeah.
But I popped my hamstring when I used to throw the shot put in high school. And I couldn't sit down on it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't sit
Oh,
down.
yeah. Man.
That the hamstring is a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Because you can't even do forget football activity. You can't do normal folks. You can't sit on a toilet and take a number 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's different.
Well, now,
But I want to just pray for Dak, man.
Yeah.
Bro. Listen, because imagine what's going through his mind.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You ain't let nobody down, Dak.
Yeah.
Your boy's gonna go out there tomorrow and play for you, man.
Amen on that
The camera
one.
right here.
Yeah, right here.
The camera right here.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Hey, he looking at central control. He looking at central control.
Nah, bro. You ain't let nobody down,
But
man.
you know what?
Because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
It takes adversity to win championships.
Well, you're right about that.
That I do know.
But I'm gonna tell you who nuts them fell to the socks. Jerry Jones.
Oh.
Cause you paid him $250 million.
Yeah, he's in a hard spot right
he's in a
now.
hard spot.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
And then you played CD Lamb, and his shoulder was still.
But I disagree.
So he was looking at it like, I just paid these
Man,
two
I don't
guys.
think that's going to bother
Jerry Jones.
Jerry should not be talking about that right now.
Jerry Jones.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Hold on, man.
That's a drop in the bucket. I'm going to tell you. Throw it in the towel.
Listen,
Jerry really hurt.
No. There's no denying that Mr. Jones is a businessman, but he got a hell of a heart.
He got a hell of a heart. Yeah.
And let me tell you something. Y'all talking about the check he wrote for his salary?
That's a drop in the bucket.
But y'all never think about the check he get for merch.
Oh, that's it.
And jersey sales.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hey, I might drop the mic on that one.
No, but I'm going to tell you. Hold up. Now, I'm going to tell you.
That's real talk.
I was over at the rally, okay, which is $15 to get in. It's $45 for the tour.
Come on, man.
Okay? They've got the salute to service whole setup on the field, so you can't even go on the field.
Oh, wow.
So my man Game Time and Prime Time went on the tour. Every 20 minutes, there was another tour taking off. And every time there's about 40 people on there.
Right.
That thing started out at 11 o'clock and goes to 7 o'clock tonight. Woo. They also went to the tour at the Star. Another $45.
Man, Jerry ain't hurt, man.
Okay? So here's what you got to understand, though.
Let me just say this last thing. So it's clear what I'm saying.
Right.
Jerry Jones' heart is bigger than $240 million.
But he also wants to make that money.
Hey, but I'm not.
Can we stop talking about these dudes' money? God damn! I'm so tired of that crap, bro. Why are we talking about that as fans? But why are we talking about that
pocket watching,
man? We pocket watching.
But what I'm saying is,
go ahead.
I gotta say this.
Go ahead.
When I met Mr. Jerry Jones the first time, he talked nothing about football.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. He talked about life. He talked about me being a father.
Yeah.
Right.
My relationship with Ezekiel.
Right.
Yeah.
And how his relationship was with Stephen. He brought all his children in there, man, and he sat them down. This is not a man who treats his players like a piece of meat.
Thank you, man.
People don't know that.
People need to hear that, man. Seriously, people need to hear that side.
Break it down.
But people need to hear that side.
But hold on for a second, though.
Go ahead.
You want to know why he signs Dak Prescott besides him being a stand-up player and a great individual?
Man, he a great quarterback. What
He's
we
a great
talking about?
quarterback. But here's the thing.
Throw that in there first.
Here's the thing. You see how things are changing with like U-Law, Dak and all that. We are becoming more and more relevant. When you start looking at the shows like Speak and stuff like that, how often do they come across the board? When they say something outrageous about what?
The Cowboys.
And specifically Dak Prescott. When was the last time you heard something from James Jones?
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Well, no, besides Dak Prescott.
Before Dak Prescott.
Nothing.
That's why you end up having Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
He moves the needle. He's so controversial, whether you love him or hate him.
Right.
You're going to talk about him. And talking about him is money.
Yeah, but he loves his players, though.
He does.
Listen,
he does.
The first thing out his mouth. The first thing out his mouth to me was, "I investigated you and your family thoroughly. We left no rocks unturned.
Oh shit!
We drafted you, Ezekiel, because of your relationship with your father and your family. I watched E60." He said,
"Okay,
the rise of Ezekiel Elliott." He also watched Ezekiel Elliott run through Alabama, a team with Derrick Henry on it, and Ezekiel had a historic run in AT&T.
That's good stuff.
But he didn't mention that run. He mentioned, "I thoroughly investigated you." Well, Mr. Jones, why would you do that? Who would invest $2,500 in someone and don't investigate them?
Yeah.
We talking about $25 million.
Right.
Okay? So I don't believe in my heart that Mr. Jones or the Jones family is in this to make money solely on the athlete. Yeah, he in the business to make money. Who goes in the business not to make money?
That's true.
But we focus sometime on certain things, how he make money, so you went into some
People
other
forgot
area.
Jerry played
People
football.
don't go in that area.
People forget Jerry played football. He was a player.
Right. And people talk about, well, you gave Ezekiel all this money. Well, how much money did Ezekiel Elliott give the NFL?
Right.
How many years did he lead the NFL in jersey sales?
Yeah.
All that money don't go to Ezekiel. The 32 teams split that money up.
Yep.
All ops, the 31 ops that we had, got a little extra money because of Ezekiel Elliott.
That boy on it now. I mentioned money. He broke it down like a
Hey, ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, now, I didn't get his thoughts.
My thoughts.
I'm switching it over. I'm like, AI in his prime.
Okay.
How we win tomorrow?
Overconfidence by the Eagles and looking past it to Washington on Thursday night.
Oh, okay.
Because
it's a trap game. So
it's a trap game.
In short, trap.
It's a trap game. But hold on for a second here. Because, see, here's what's interesting. If you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're about like the Cowboys right now. Their defense is 30th in scoring defense and 31st in yardage. Their running game is not that good. If you look at the numbers, Trevor Lawrence only had 169 yards, 2 interceptions. Their leading running back had 24 yards running. And they had a chance to win that game in the end. If it had not ended up being that interception, they get that win. Yep. So you may look at it and say the Eagles played a great game. Saquon got 169 yards, which was great. Jalen Hurts had 230 yards.
And he got a bad ankle now.
With a bad ankle, right?
Yeah.
So you look at that and say, yeah, they got the win. But if you look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, we're in the same boat right there.
Oh, wow.
And they were playing them on the road. Now, we've had a hard time at home. My thing is now I know we're playing at home.
Right.
What I would really like to do, but they can't do, is since we're paying Trey Lance and he does have the athletic ability, I would love to see a package for him, but you can't really risk that because you don't have another quarterback on the roster. If Trey Lance goes out there, play one, busts his leg, and you got Cooper Rush and now you don't possibly have a quarterback, you really can't risk that. But they have to start getting more creative. The other thing that's interesting is you've got to start using the run. And surprisingly, Rico is averaging 4.5 yards a carry. You're going to have to run this ball more and try and keep the ball out of the Eagles' hands. And that's how I think they have a chance in it. I think the Eagles may be overconfident.
You know, I'm going to say it like this. Our boys are going to come out tomorrow.
Pride.
And they're going to fight like hell.
There you go.
And they're going to play for their boy, Dak Prescott, and they're going to play for Cowboy Nation. Something tells me Ezekiel Elliott's going to get about 15 carries.
I would love to see that.
125 yards, 2 touchdowns.
I missed it.
He been cooking the whole time, and he just went off the edge with it.
Wait,
hold on,
I
man.
missed it. Mr. Elliott, can you run it back? What's going to happen tomorrow?
In Cooper Rush, we do trust. Not because we don't trust Dak Prescott.
Yeah, it's his rush hour now. That's it.
We don't just
rush hour.
We don't just trust Dak Prescott. We love them.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
But like I said, well, y'all heard it. You heard it from the ambassador. You heard it from the ambassador. 15
All right, these are my thoughts tomorrow. Wait, y'all are leaving me.
Go ahead, sis.
Stay with me. You're going to like this. You're going to like this. All right, this is how we have to win tomorrow. Our linebackers have to show up, aside from Overshown. I don't know where Eric Kendricks has been. We're going to have to stop the run, stop Saquon Barkley, because we're going to have to try. Because if not, he's going to run over us just like the Detroit Lions did. We know that they're going to put double coverage on CeeDee Lamb, so we're going to have to look at Ferguson. We're going to have to look at Ferguson for a pass option there. And sorry, I hear a bunch of noise.
Go ahead, you good. I muted him. Go ahead.
Where was I? In the run game. We're going to have to be strong in the run game. I know you guys didn't like that. Said it's not the offensive line, but the offensive line is going to have to step up and open up those lanes. We're going to have them open up the lane for Rico Dowdle or Zeke to run up the middle. And since Kellen Moore knows us like the back of his hand, we are going to have to stop the edges. For years, the Eagles have known that the edges are our weak side. So they're going to send the running backs rushing to the edges, and they're going to get that yardage every time. We're going to have to stop them from getting those runs on the edges. And that's my little brief overview because I have to go.
All right.
No doubt. All right, as we transition over. Oh, you want to get up and go? Because we got them right behind us. But if not, you slide over just a little bit. I want to be able.
Hey, that's good.
That's good. That's good. Okay. All right. Come on, right here. You want to get on too? Talk. Come on, right here. Get on, grab the mic. Yes, indeed. All right, we're just gonna make a quick transition over. Slide this. Yeah. All right. Come on, slide it over there, baby. Yeah. All right. Come on with it. I always love Cowboys experience because we get a chance to talk to the USA cheerleaders, as well as we get a chance to talk about the noble cause that you guys bring to the table. This is by far how many years you been doing this, Heather?
Oh gosh, I joined the USA Cheerleaders back before we even had the show team in 2018.
2018, come on with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance. What's your name again?
My name is Brooklyn.
Yes. And
I'm Ashley. I'm the director this year.
You got to put
Can you hear me? Oh, am I there?
Okay. All right.
Hey, how's that? I'm Ashley. I'm the director for the season and for this year. Yeah.
Okay, Ashley.
That's right.
Ashley.
All
right, Ashley. Come on with it.
Double E.
Yes, indeed. So, how do you guys like the experience today?
Well, I am a huge fan of Cowboys experience. For me, I actually started off cheering on a pro football team, the one that you're repping there. But it's so nice being able to cheer on your military. Cheer on your military men and women, your first responders. So being out here and being able to do this and direct these girls and help with a cause such as this, I love it. I'm excited about it. I love to get the word out there, because this is something that's truly special. Being a 501c3, it's something you can cherish. So, yeah.
So break this down. Like I know we're getting close to the holidays.
We are.
And the holidays are something special. I know that there are loved ones out there that needed to be loved. Can y'all break down what you guys do for the community and beyond, especially during the holidays?
So I'm actually really glad you brought that up because just this week on Tuesday, we as a team got together and we fundraised and collected donations, and we were able to assemble 61 care packages that we will be sending overseas to some of our deployed men and women in uniform, just to bring them a little holiday cheer. We had the postcards that we've had out here at the Cowboys XB for people to send them little notes. We are still collecting those for people to fill out, and we're going to be sending them to troops on your behalf. So we were able to put some of those in the care packages, and we ourselves even wrote some little notes of holiday cheer and appreciation.
Just to show our love, our holiday cheer to them, because a lot of our service members overseas don't always, during the holiday time, they're not always with their families. So just to show our love and appreciation to them means something so much, it means something to them when they're alone, especially over that holiday time. It means a lot.
Especially in the time of need.
Yes, of course.
And doing these type of events, bringing exposure as far as happiness.
Bringing awareness to it,
The Cowboys may be 3 and 5.
Yeah, that's right.
But man, I'm telling y'all, if y'all here live at this particular Cowboys experience, I'm telling you, you're not going to have a good time.
Right.
You're going to have a great time with here. On top of that, we are undefeated when you guys are here, by the way. I love that aspect of it. Let's continue to to push the positive motivation message throughout. So when will be the next event that you guys will attend outside of that?
So we actually, it's November.
We have various ones.
Yeah, we have various ones.
So one that we love is our Veterans Hospital visits that we do. So this wouldn't be something that the community come to, but it's for us to outreach for the community.
Right.
So we love veterans. We also are going to be obviously doing more of these Cowboys experiences. But one that we're really looking forward to is our Christmas show. We have a Christmas show coming up soon. So now that one, we get to put on our own individual talents. We get to show what we do as a group and just put on some holiday spirit. So that joy and everything that you talk about, we'll be putting it on with that show
Put joy in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourself a very merry little Christmas. Put joy in the chat because we got the USA cheerleaders here. And you guys already performed, I believe, right?
Yes.
And
we have one more event.
Oh, you got one more.
On Veterans Day.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's Monday.
Monday,
So we are actually going to be at the Galaxy Theater in Grandscape. to help kind of kick off the celebration for the premiere of a movie that was made about the story of the
veterans and troops, and
Veteran.
it's really a nice little addition for Notes to Recovery. A nice little addition that we have this year. We didn't do this last year, so we love on Veterans Day to actually be able to go out in the community on that specific day. So that one we're truly looking forward to, and it's at Grandscape, so right down the street.
Most certainly. Before I let you guys depart, because I know you guys got a busy thing to do today, there's thousands of people watching.
Yeah.
I want to know where they can find and follow you and support you so that they can give donations to help support your drive, because the bloodline is the 5013, and that meaning that you guys are operative out of donations. So can you guys tell where the people can support and donate?
Absolutely.
On our website is usacheerleaders.org. You can find links to donate there. We also have a Venmo, and all that information would be on both our national Instagram, which is the USA Cheerleaders, as well as the Dallas one, which is USA Cheerleaders Dallas.
So you heard it here. You can do Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. We got it all. Options.
Yeah, that's all good.
And even when we're in person, we have our red buckets. We're excited. You know, we want to raise money. We want to do it for the cause. So yeah, if you want to reach out, USA Cheerleaders is everywhere.
Oh, yeah. And you thought I was going to let you guys off the hook, right? I call this the 3 hot seats now. Yeah, y'all already know what I'm about to ask them. If you've been following the channel, I'm going to start with you, way on the other side. Although, I'm going to give her a pass because she's wearing a little green over there. And, you know, I can't stand the Eagles.
It's not for them.
Oh, it's not for
only for military. You know, military.
Okay,
yeah, that's it.
She got a pass, military. Lord have mercy. But I want to know from your mouth to their ears here.
Okay.
Score prediction for tomorrow. Who's going to win, and what's your score? Come on, Ashley.
Well, Cowboys.
Okay, Cowboys going to win.
Because they have to win the rest of them. So, Cowboys. And my score prediction, oh, my goodness.
Come on with it.
21-27.
Woo!
What you got?
I got 27-24.
Okay.
Cowboys. So come on, give me some. Boom. Oh my
somewhere
God.
in there, huh?
Come on, somewhere in there. We're gonna win. We're gonna be victorious. Come on with
That's it.
So now,
Brooklyn.
You are now on the hot seat.
The seat is on fire. Okay. I'm not gonna do a score prediction, but flip those eagle wings.
Come on with it.
Is what I'll say, because I'm not going to jinx anything.
Okay, no jinx, no jinx.
But flip those eagle wings.
Clip the eagle's wings. I got a pass. I got a knife and a fork.
Eat them
up. Come on with it. Come on.
Cowboys.
Yeah. Come on now. All right.
See, I don't know about a score prediction because, again, I don't want to jinx anything.
I'm superstitious. I get it.
And with Dak being out, there's a lot of unknowns.
Well, we got the red bearded warrior out there. He got a beard just like mine.
He steps
Cooper
up.
Rush. Come on, baby. Come on.
I'm really
What you
curious to
got?
see what's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
But I don't think those Eagles are going to be flying out of here.
Okay, they're gonna be limping out of here. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together for the USA cheerleaders. They're not having a good time. They're having a great time. Come on, baby. Let's go, baby. Come on. Yeah! Here we go. Y'all have a good one. Appreciate y'all
Thank you so much for having us.
So much, man. It's great. Come on with it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you.
So there we go.
All right, we still live, but we were trying to swing Jalen Tolbert in and Sam Williams, but they done all dipped.
Rico and all them.
Rico done already left. So,
hey, real quick, I saw y'all cook me in the chats. I love y'all though.
Yeah.
Still love all y'all. You know, it's all love.
Still love them. Yeah.
Still love. You know, hey, everybody ain't perfect. Everybody make mistakes. You know, I'm one of them.
No doubt.
But I love all y'all. Thank you so much, Law. I appreciate you. I'm in on there. Shout out Jalen.
Okay.
Shout out Rico. Shout out Sam Williams coming out here signing and doing events for here. Talking to the people. We greatly appreciate y'all.
Yeah, they got another event that they got to go to. Yeah. So
busy day.
It's still early, but we got a lot of things. Hey, Mark Holmes. Tell Mark come here right quick. Tell Mark Holmes to come here right quick.
I got about 3-4 more events for today.
Yeah, we're going to close out the best way possible. But I appreciate everybody. I didn't get a chance to rap with Mark. We're going to have to zoom the camera in a little bit more. Yeah.
Law's the man. I want y'all to know Law Nation the man.
Yeah.
Mark Holmes. Oh, man.
Mark Holmes, man.
Oh, man. I was talking reckless on yo. Oh, man. I didn't realize who I was talking to. I was talking reckless.
Yeah, you were talking.
I was talking a little reckless. I'm sorry.
You talking like the drunk fan right there.
Yeah. well, we got the 4 horsemen.
Was I lying?
Right oh, shit.
Was I lying?
Yeah.
Was I lying though, Mark?
No, you weren't lying at all.
You wasn't lying at all.
I just looked it up. That's just all it was.
Yeah. We got Mark.
This ain't a Bible when a man is drunk.
Nah, man. We all need to get drunk with the Cowboys right now, okay?
Hell yeah.
Because Jerry, look, you see what my shirt's right?
Fire to the GM.
There you go.
Fire to GM, man.
I guarantee if I saw Jerry would say, I really like that shirt.
I
want a cut of that right there.
He might buy some rights for the shirt.
I want a cut.
But can I say something real quick?
Go ahead. We going to close out anyhow.
Dak Attack, I love you, bro. I just want you to know I love you, bro.
I'm telling you,
my dog.
I was just telling him
that's the future right now.
The next generation, man.
He is.
Yo.
I'm an old dog, man. I'm getting. Listen, I just turned 59, man.
Woo! 59. Hey, black don't crack, baby. I won't crack, baby.
I got to get out the way for the next generation.
Dak Attack coming. You coming strong, Dak Attack.
No.
Hey, bro, I had to broker a peace war between Dak Attack and somebody else. I ain't gonna say no names, but I had to broker a peace.
Yeah.
That was a hot phone call. All I gotta say is.
Well, I know one thing. I've got a lot of people that hate me because I support Dak. I can't imagine Dak Attack how you get it.
Yeah.
How many mother humpers out there?
It's in your name. Y'all know it's in your name.
Law told me the first time we met in person, he was like, man, hey, look, you're doing an excellent job, not a great job, but I need you to know you need to be prepared for them boys because they're going to come after your head.
They come after your head. And just to be fair with everything, man, Cowboy fans are very passionate. Mm-hmm. I receive death threats for supporting Dak Prescott. Here in Dallas, And you got to understand that at the end of the day, I don't care if Cooper Rush goes on his Nick Foles type of run and win the Super Bowl. That's all I care about is winning.
Right.
It's not about, who's the quarterback or what have you.
Real talk.
But I'm passionate about this, So I tell people all the time that cry, Eagles, cry.
Yeah.
To the land of millions of free. Cry, Eagles, cry. Yeah. Come on, baby. So, hey, at the end of the day, every time I see an Eagles fan, I'm going to jump off on them because they wear their colors too proudly in our city.
No, they too popular, bro. They too
proudly. Too proudly. But at the end of the day,
I'm gonna tell you what though.
You go ahead.
The Eagles better not lose.
Oh, they better not lose.
If they happen to lose to us tomorrow,
oh my goodness,
I will go live for
and
every
Cowboys
minute.
fans,
come on with it.
Can we not be
Hey, can we get you guys behind us so they can see the love? Come on, man. Let me see all of the Cowboy fans behind us. Come on.
Can we not be foolish?
Come on, man.
And if we do
pull out that behind us, man, let them know, man.
Cowboy fans like, I don't want to be seen and known as Cowboy fans.
Let's get this going, man. I need all my Cowboy
fans. And since we are Cowboy Nation,
look, we rolling deep over here.
Can we all make a promise?
We still roll deep over here.
Can we all make a promise?
Come on.
Y'all got to make me drink. If we
actually pull this off against the Eagles tomorrow.
Yeah. Come on with it.
We're not going to get caught up in the mess and actually start talking about who versus that.
No, over this side.
It's all about the Eagles.
This side.
Make the Eagles feel bad, bro. Make the Eagles feel terrible. It's not about Cooper versus that. They all got one logo on their helmet.
Come on with it.
One logo.
Come on with it.
I need a drink.
Somebody
give me.
you
give me a drink
behind us, right? Yeah, I got space.
Come on,
we want to fill this up.
Y'all, come on, man.
Come on with it.
We got love up in here.
Hey, somebody get the still. Somebody get still.
Hold on, Cowboy.
Tell everybody we want to be deep over here. Hey. Come on with it. Let's get deep over here. Let's get deep. Let's get more deep over here. You pull your strap on us. You better kill us because we coming. Yeah, let's go, baby.
Cowboys Nation.
Come on, Cowboys Nation. There we go. There we go.
Get on the mat and fight back.
Somebody give me a drink.
Come on.
There we go.
5.
I need a drink.
4, 3, 2, 1. How about them Cowboys? Here we go. Come on, baby. They say, ain't no party like a Cowboy party. Here we go. Come on, baby. Run it back again, baby. Come on, baby. Here we go. Come on, baby. Yeah.
Get that eagle out of here.
Hey. Come on. Yeah. So it's Crump when you riding with Law Nation. Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, man. So, come on, man. Oh, we gonna do it again. We gonna do it again. We come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How about the Cowboys?
There we go.
Come on, baby. Let's go, baby. Win, lose, or draw. This is what we do, baby. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Score prediction, the hot seat from you.
21-17 Eagles.
Oh,
I'm being for real. What more do you want from me?
all right, Mark Holmes.
Hey.
Score prediction.
24-14.
Who?
Cowboys.
Come on, baby. Yeah. Damn. All right.
Look, and
my
Cowboys
brother.
fans don't even believe that.
My brother.
The Cowboys fans don't even believe that.
Podcast.
Believe
What you got?
I ain't got a score.
Oh, come on.
Cowboys gonna lose. I'm sorry.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
And we had all
But
that.
I'm still them
Come
boys.
on, man.
I'm still them boys.
We had all that energy.
But we gonna lose tomorrow.
Hey, what's your score prediction? Come on, give her a mic. Give her a mic. Well, give her a mic.
Damn.
What's your score prediction?
We gonna lose.
Come on,
Sorry.
no
I like
ladies.
Cowboys.
What's your
We
score
losing
prediction?
tomorrow.
All right, score predictions.
You gotta get down so they can see in the camera.
Gotta get
They can
down.
see that face. Come on, let's get in the camera. Come on with it.
Down, good luck.
Come on with it.
Sing it.
All right.
Don't copyright us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cowboys predictions. All right. I kind of liked 24. That was a fun spot.
24.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Honestly, we got Cooper Rush coming in this week, though.
Cooper Rush.
That's a whole new dynamic
Come on with it.
we
Come
got
on with
going. Okay. I think I'm getting 24-10. Cowboys 10.
20. Oh, shit.
Micah
sorry.
Parsons going to be hunting that Jalen Hurts with a
Sorry.
bad
I'm
wheel.
sorry.
Hey, bro,
Look,
come on
I
now,
got
dog.
pressured last time.
Prescott.
Okay? And I switched up my prediction. And I was correct the first time. So I'm not going to bow down to pressure today.
Yeah.
But I would love to be wrong. Please prove me wrong. Please
Prove me wrong.
Prove me wrong.
All right.
Let's go,
Last
Cowboys.
but not least. Your
Not
brother
least.
from another mother,
Hey,
no
here
other.
we go.
Don't look like Danny Glover, but I keep it cool with
Here
you
we go.
guys.
There we go.
I
Here we
have
go. Hey,
the Dallas Cowboys going.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
27-24 Cowboys Nation.
go.
Let's stand tall and not at all. Baby, we up out of here. One love. Come on with it. Yeah.
I want what he's smoking.
Come on with it.
I want some of that shit.
I'm smoking. Yeah.
Nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Anybody come see you, Otis?
Fire the GM.
Come on. They say ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a Law Nation road from over under? They got all of the good stuff here. Next time, don't beat us here,
Yeah, over under. The Village, all right?
The Village. Come on.
Pay some bills real quick. Danny Pickle.
Come on.
Buzz and Bustle. Lamina.
Come on.
Very Merry Village.
Come on with it.
Events and Catering. The Village Beach Club. Now that shit be getting rowdy. I know that.
Come on with it.
Kiyoshi Sushi Omasaki. Come here to the Village. Over on the bar. Bunch of amazing events. Next time you may see us here. Live broadcast. Law Nation. Make sure you're following us. Jameson. Come on with it. What other sponsors you got with your child right now? Franklin and Franklin Law Firm. We got Jameson. We got Prize Picks in the building. Who else you got in here, bro? Hey, shout out to Road Shop in the building.
Let me crack your cream and fertilize your brain.
Come on, baby. We're about. Hey!